Hello and welcome. Happy Friday, everyone. Thanks so much for being here. Welcome to Sirdork Live. Hello, hello. I see Silver Moon. I see Bo Thomas. I see Trippin' with Toys. Ben is here. Stubbs is here. Tanner. You guys, thanks so much for coming on. Welcome. It's gonna be a really fun stream today. I have a really cool thing planned. So if you guys remember a while back, we did this toy photography tournament live stream where it was different photos versus each other, and everyone in the live chat would be able to vote for whichever one they liked more in the live chat, and the live chat basically decided the winner of the tournament, and it was really cool and it was really fun. So I'm gonna do something very similar to that, but instead of deciding the best photo or whatever, we're gonna be deciding our favorite toy brand. So yeah, and I got 32 different toy brands all set up. We're gonna have a tournament with a bracket and everything set up, and everyone who's watching in the live chat, we're all going to decide what the number one, the best toy brand is, or what our favorite toy brand is based on the majority of votes. So yeah, it's gonna be really cool. Yeah, I can't wait. So I hope you guys enjoy it. It's gonna be fun. Before, there's two things I just want to quickly say before we get started with the tournament, because we got 32 places in the bracket, so it's gonna be a little bit. Hey Hugo Monster and Lego Shock, Dr. Awesome, thanks so much, guys. And Ben, you are awesome. Thank you, Ben. You were the man. So the first thing I want to mention is I just recently hit 40,000 subscribers on this channel, and I'm so just incredibly freaking grateful for that, and kind of just blown away. Like 40,000, that's crazy. That's a lot of people. So thank you all so much. Thank you for coming into every one of these live streams. Thanks for watching the videos. Thanks for watching the shorts. There's all kinds of different stuff I put on the channel, whether it be the live streams, the tutorials, the reviews, the shorts, anything. So 2023 is gonna be an awesome year, and Happy New Year, everyone. Also, didn't say that. So I'm gonna be doing a really massive giveaway soon. I just ordered something that I'm gonna be giving away, and I'll post all about it very soon. As the first place, there'll be second place and third place prizes, and so it's gonna be cool because you have to be watching live. You have to be here in the live stream to win the thing. I'm really excited. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be really cool. So that's coming up very soon. So stay tuned for that. And the second thing is I just have to thank a couple members that just joined the membership. So thank you to BJ Williams 2383. Thanks to Shiloh Turi, and thanks to Frank Zurich 9949, and also thanks to OG Hedda, aka Digital Diarrhea. So thanks, guys. Seriously, thanks so much for joining the membership. It's really cool that anyone's interested in this. If you are interested in joining, there's a bunch of cool perks like Discord server, shout outs and stuff like that. It's all below the video here, right next to where it usually says subscribe. There's a button that says join, and that's how you see all the stuff. So that's it. And thank you, guys. Thank you. You guys are amazing. Okay, so without further ado, actually, before am I moving a little bit? I don't know why it seems to be my camera is lagging. It's not. It's just my camera. Nothing else. Everything else is running fine. But I'm actually gonna buy a new computer this weekend, which is gonna make all of this very much more smoother and better. So I'm really excited about that. Okay, so here we go. This is the tournament screen. So before I start bringing anything up, Dr. Awesome says a little choppy, but yeah, it's just, well, luckily soon, from now on, I'm just gonna be in this tiny little box, so you probably won't really notice. So this is what we got here. So this is the bracket. I'm not gonna go too far, but this is 32 toy brands. Yes, there's a bunch of them on here. We'll get to each one by one, and then every time one of them wins, I'll update this right here. And yeah, it's gonna be really fun. So how this is going to work is I'm going to put two toy brands up on the screen, one and the other, and then in the live chat, I'm going to create a poll that says Um, which one do you like more? This or this? Hasbro or McFarlane? Which one do you like more? You click and you vote. Electron says, "Oh, I hope Gunplaw's on there." I tried really hard to get as many as possible from different directions as I could that would fit. So don't you worry, Electron. So yes, so make sure to pay attention to the live chat. Click on the internet that's doing its thing. It says reconnection successful. We're good. We're good, you guys. It's coming back in just a second. There we go. It's saying excellent connection. We're getting it out of the way, and it's coming. It's coming. Don't you worry. We back. See? We're back. Don't you worry. My internet is such a pain. And so another thing, too, which is going to be great when I get my new computer this weekend, is I don't have to connect to my Wi-Fi anymore. I can just do direct cord connection. So, okay. What do you say we get started in the live chat, in the tournament? So the first two toy brands to vote for are... Oh, and also I do want to mention, if you're watching this not live, what you can do is you can pull up the live chat replay and you can see everything happen right there. So here we go. First two are, we have McFarlane. Sorry, that's a little cut off there. McFarlane versus Jazzwares. So McFarlane, I'm sure you probably know McFarlane. They make a lot of the DC Direct figures. Actually, I'm going to throw up the poll now while I'm talking. So poll is going to be up here. So, McFarlane versus Jazzwares. Here we go. Okay, should be in there right now. So McFarlane, they make a lot of figures you'll see in the store. The DC Direct figures, the Mortal Kombat figures, a lot of the new Avatar figures, a lot of video game stuff. They make obviously Spawn, and if you guys think of stuff that you love by these brands, throw them in the live chat too, just so we can get some more in there. And then Jazzwares, they make a lot of stuff. They make all the new Pokemon figures. They make a bunch of Fortnite figures. They do the new Halo. The Halo stuff seems to be very popular. Wow, McFarlane is so far is winning by a long shot. Tanner says McFarlane is super detailed and amazing. But Tanner does love those Pokemon and Halo figures, and both of these brands are very affordable. Brands you can find in Target or Walmart quite easily. And Unpunched Card says Jazzwares also makes Pokemon. Yes, I have the Greninja right here. I would say Jazzwares has been doing a better job with the Pokemon figures than any other brand has done in the last decade or so, which is awesome. So far, McFarlane is winning 90% to 10%. Yeah. No, I'm not. I shouldn't. I should be good with as far as the freezing goes. But what else is here? What else? Jacob loves McFarlane. Aussie Action Figs. Bruce says McFarlane also makes the Warhammer figures. Yeah, they make those Warhammer figures. McFarlane's made a lot of Harry Potter in the past. They have their Dragons series. So, all right, I'm gonna once it goes, it says 2 minutes, then I'm gonna end the. So far, it still says it's only been up for 1 minute. And L says Jazzwares didn't have a chance against McFarlane. R.I.P. Yeah, well, hey, it hasn't changed. Maybe if anyone wants to throw in a vote, keep throwing in those votes. If anyone wants you're still get. Oh, all right, it's officially at 10 minutes. So, ending the poll right now. And the winner is McFarlane is the winner. 31 votes. Wow, there's 31 viewers, and there's been 31 votes. That's awesome. So good job, McFarlane. Let's pull up the bracket and let's update right here. McFarlane is right there. Good job, McFarlane. You win. So far, just the first round. So Jazzwares is out of here. So the next, are you guys ready for round number 2? Round number 2, here we go. Round number 2. So, oh, the stream is behind about 20 seconds, it says. Okay, well, I'll give a little bit of time when we're talking about, so don't you worry. So, here we go. Up with the next. This is going to be a tough one, you guys. We've got Hasbro versus Mattel. This is a tough one. I know, I'm throwing out some tough ones right in the beginning. Hey, Chad. Thanks, Chad. You're awesome, too. So, Hasbro versus Mattel. So, Hasbro, we know from Black Series, Star Wars Black Series. We also know... Everyone who's asking what other stuff is coming up on the list, don't you worry. There's a lot of stuff coming up. A lot of stuff. So, Black Series, Marvel Legends. We've got the Transformers figures. We've got Power Rangers, Lightning Collection. We've got so many more. Mattel, though, I mean, both of these brands make other things besides action figures, but Mattel, they got those He-Man, Masters of the Universe. Unpunched Card says Mattel, the WWE figures, they've been making WWE figures for so long. And Mattel's also been doing a great job with the Jurassic World stuff for a very long time. So, yeah, really great stuff. So here we go. So we got Hasbro. I'm putting the poll up right now, or Mattel. Here we go. Okay, the poll is up. So, what's some other good stuff that we love from Hasbro? Tanner says, Hasbro, hands down, I love the Star Wars Black Series, and I need those Indiana Jones figures. Yeah, the Indiana Jones figures are coming up very soon. Can't wait for that. What's some other stuff that Hasbro has been putting out? Hasbro has, they did a bunch of... Overwatch figures a while back. They put out Ghostbusters. I mean, Lego Shock says the Black Series is honestly brilliant. Yeah, I mean, the Black Series and Marvel Legends are their two big ones, you know. Oh yeah, and the Collector says G.I. Joe. That alone is huge. The G.I. Joe. And Hasbro also does make the Nerf guns, Electron. Yes. Mattel, there's probably a bunch of other things that we don't realize that Mattel does as far as action figures go. Oh man, this is a bigger landslide than before. Hasbro has got this so far, 91% to 9%. Ben says, I like Star Wars, is my favorite because it's amazing. Yeah. Oh, and Blakely Johnson says, don't forget My Little Pony. That's Mattel, right? You know who else we can't forget about? Mattel does Barbie. Mattel, and that's huge. And you know, we have some Barbie toy photographers in this community too, so we got to make sure we show some love to them as well. We got some Barbie. And Collector Nightly says, I love Hasbro, but they have some bad quality control sometimes. And you know what? It's true, but they all do. Every single one of them does. No changes here. Hasbro's still at 91%. We got 35 votes. And you know what? While you're voting, clicking on the vote, go ahead and drop a quick like on the stream. That'd be so awesome. That'd be so incredibly awesome. Thank you. If you haven't, because there's 41 people here. 24 likes. If you did that, that would make my night. All right, the 2-minute mark has ended, and the poll, it has also ended. Hey, Commander Gree, how's it going? And Hasbro wins 89% to 10%, which is kind of weird. That adds up to 99%. There was no third vote. So Hasbro is the winner. Good job, Hasbro. I'm not surprised. There's a couple things here that I'm really not surprised with at all. You know, because next is going to be Hasbro versus McFarlane. That's going to, in the next round. So that's going to be crazy. All right, let's head over to the bracket, make the update. So Hasbro has won this. Boom. All right. The next round, I think this is going to be another landslide. For this next one. So let me take Hasbro out of here. And hey, Fox, how's it going, dude? Fox Toy Box, haven't heard from you in a while, man. That's so awesome. It's good to see you. And so, okay, here we go. Are you guys ready? we have NECA versus Super 7. Yeah, Super 7, you see a lot of Super 7 stuff nowadays. So let me put up the poll right now, and we can just start talking. So we've got NECA versus Super 7. Here we go. It is up there. This is gonna be this is gonna be a huge landslide. So NECA, I mean, huge. You can find these guys at Target. You can find these places, these figures, a lot of places. So horror, #1 in the horror figures. People have been loving those Ninja Turtles, all that. So many movie figures. We got the Boys figures, Pacific Rim, all those Pacific Rim figures, the Godzilla stuff, the King Kong stuff. Linda says Predators, and Electron's like, I've never heard of Super 7, but Super 7, they've been putting out also a lot of Ninja Turtle stuff. So wow, so far no one's voted for Super 7. And they also do a lot of these really small, they do a lot of like retro stuff. Super 7's really big with retro. They do a lot of this small scale stuff, like these cool carded figures, like the Masters of the Universe. They've done Power Ranger ones. Yeah, and Mile High Plastic Guy. Hey Man says they do the Alien stuff too. NECA does. So yeah, NECA's just got a ton. And a lot of times if you go to Target, you know that one section where there's a lot of NECA stuff, a lot of the times you'll also see a lot of Super 7 figures as well. So they're usually hand in hand. That's kind of why I put these two together. They both go for a lot of just like big pop culture kinds of things, like movies and TV shows and stuff. They both kind of do a lot of that. But Super 7 does a little bit more, a little more retro kind of style. Wow, nobody's voting for. I'm sorry, Super 7. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with Super 7, but going against NECA, that's just tough. That's just super tough. Toy Story says NECA's detail is just superb with one of these. And Lego Shock says, I've got their recent Batman Grandpa gun, or grapnel gun, from the 89 film. Yeah, NECA does more than just figures, too. They make masks, too. And Unpunched Card says, Super 7 has done a few wrestling figures, and they have a lot of accessories, but the resemblance isn't great. To be honest, I don't own any Super 7 figures. I do own a few NECA, though. All right, the 2 minutes is up, and NECA wins 100% to 0. Wow. Nobody voted for Super 7 at all. I would have voted for NECA. So, I guess we're all... I wonder if there will be any other completely unanimous decisions tonight. Because we've got a whole lot to go. We've gone through 6 out of 32 different toy brands already. So, we've got a lot more to go. Yeah, RJ Stubbs says, shut out. That is crazy. And Jacob W. honestly feels slightly bad for Super 7. Yeah, I mean... It's just nothing against Super 7 at all. It's just when you put it up against somebody like NECA, that's gonna be tough. It's just like, come on. All right, let's update the bracket. Let's make the update. Here we go. Next, NECA wins, obviously. So I don't want to leave the bracket up too long because I just don't want. I don't want to just show you everything coming up because I want it to still be a little bit of a surprise. Yeah, smoke 'em if you got 'em, says man down. Okay, so here we go. We've got more. So the next one, this might be another shutout, but sorry, Jack. Sorry. Okay, so next we have Jakks Pacific, which a lot of people, oh, I know these figures. I didn't know they were made by Jakks Pacific. Yeah, versus Lego. Yeah. Yes. Right now we're starting out on some of the more affordable brands you can find in the store, and we're gonna slowly get more and more and more expensive as we go down along. So, yeah, let's do it. Let's start the poll. Oops, not Q&A. Start the poll. So, Jakks Pacific versus Lego. This might be another complete unanimous decision, but we'll see. The poll is up. I put the poll in the live chat. So Jakks Pacific, Yeah, you know all those Mario figures you can find in the store. Yeah, those are all made by Jakks Pacific. They put out Mario stuff, all that Nintendo stuff, and they've made some a little bit more articulated stuff, some not so much, kind of like just like little mini statues, and they're really cool because they're really cheap. They make a lot of toys that are really inexpensive, and you can go and buy a figure for like $5. You know, those tiny little things. But yeah, they're not super great figures, but they are very inexpensive. So same with that. I have that Sonic figure right there, and it's not so bad. Whoa, Lego is not winning by, wow, I'm actually surprised. Well, it is winning, but not by unanimous. And so I don't really have to explain Lego. Everybody knows Lego. Lego's probably probably the most household name of all of these toy brands. It's like everybody in this country knows what Lego is. Toy Stories. Who do you work for? Christian Bale, Dark Knight voice. Unpunched Car says, I really do like Jakks toys a lot, but Lego is just one of the best toy brands ever. Yeah, there's gonna be some decisions tonight where you're gonna be like, which one do I choose? There's gonna be some of those tonight. And Blakely Johnson says, Jared, have you watched the Toys That Made Us Lego episode? I have. It's really great. That's a really great show. One time, actually, the brand that makes those documentaries, they shared one of my videos once, which was really cool. Don't worry, Dr. Awesome. Lego is winning by a lot, but I'm surprised that there are some people choosing Jakks over Lego. I thought, for me, it's easy. But, you know, Jakks is cool, but... yeah. All right. We're at 2 minutes, and so I'm going to end the poll right now, and the obvious winner here is Lego. Lego wins 75% to 24%. Hunter, keep asking what other stuff is on the list. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. There's some stuff like that coming up. Don't you worry. All right. So, Lego is the winner. Good job, Jakks Pacific. You did well. You did good. So, all right, this is gonna, man, when these come up later on, it's gonna be real tough. Like, we're gonna have Lego versus NECA. Oof, that's gonna be tough. All right. So Lego wins. Not Lego. There we go. Okay. Oops. Don't look at that. All right. Unpunched Car says, I appreciate you bringing up brands like Jakks that people aren't super familiar with. I really wanted to make sure I've got smaller brands, bigger brands, ones that are really familiar with, some you're not familiar with, like, and you know, some are very recognizable American brands, some are overseas. So, hey Geektron, how's it going? So here we go. Next, so Lego has won. So we're moving on to the next one. So these are two brands you might not know, but you may have seen in the store. You may have seen. We've got Jada Toys versus Mego Toys. Yeah, not too very familiar, but you can find these in the store pretty easily. Like if you go to Target, you're gonna find these. Or if you go to GameStop, you'll probably find these. Hey Gabe's Toys, how's it going? Thanks for being here. All right, so I'm putting in the live chat right now. Which toy brand do you like better? You got Jada Toys or Mego Toys. If anyone here owns any of these figures, tell me what do you think in the live chat. Why are you voting for one or the other? Do you like? Electron hasn't heard of either of these. So that's which is fair, you know. And Tup has a great one. It says Jada makes RC cars. Yep, Jada makes RC cars. They make a lot of smaller car thingies. You know those you go to Walmart and you see some cars in a little box and they come with a tiny little figure? That's also Jada Toys. Yeah, and so Mego Toys, as far as I know, I've only really seen these very retro style card back figures like this with the soft goods. They look like old, like 80s dolls. They really, they're going for that old retro kind of like 80s. Is that the right kind of thing? Geektron says, I will choose Jada because of Street Fighter, but they are not, they're not available in Costa Rica. And 88 Fig says Jada has Mega Man and Street Fighter coming out. Oh, okay, cool. Hey, Comic Dad. Yeah, and Jada. So there's these new monsters, these Universal monster figures that have been coming out. Harleen has this the Bride of Frankenstein that's right there. Blakely says, is it Mego or Mego? I don't know. It might be Mego. So it doesn't rhyme with Lego. I don't know. Mile High Plastic Guy says Mego. I'm gonna go with Mego. I like that. Mego dates back to the 70s. That's awesome. So they've been putting out this stuff since then. So yeah, I guess Anel, I guess they were from, okay, Unpunched Card is confirming it is Mego. So I'm gonna say Mego. And so far we've got 84% Jada Toys, 16% Mego. So yeah, and I tried to grab when I made these little graphics, I tried to grab photos of like diverse, kind of like, oh, like this, they make this and this, so you can kind of get an idea of what each brand does. And all right, the 2 minutes is up, and so Jada Toys comes in with the win at 84% to 15%. Oh, Unpunched Card. You guys are giving some really great facts about these in the live chat. So Unpunched Card says Mego went out of business for like 2 decades and recently came back. That's really cool. Well, Mego, I'm proud of you for coming back and doing your thing, but I'm sorry, Jada Toys excuse me, has won the thing. So good job, Jada Toys. We are going to update the thingy right now. So Jada Toys has won. All right, here we go. We got more. The next one is coming up. So, are you guys ready for the next one? And so I also want to make a quick little preface too, is that there are some toy brands and then there are some toy lines, and I did kind of mix in. There are some toy brands that I added on here, and there are also some toy lines that may be under specific brands that also are showing up, but I'll mention whatever. Toy lines, toy brands, there's a little mix in here. So here we go. Next is Geektron knows. Next is Diamond Select versus DC Direct. So DC Direct is now under McFarlane Toys. They're all the same thing, so that's okay. I just decided to throw them in anyway. DC Direct versus Diamond Select. So let's throw in the thing and we'll start talking about it. So we got Diamond Select versus DC Direct. Okay. So Diamond Select, they make all kinds of stuff. They're all over the place. They make, so these, most commonly you've probably seen the Marvel Select, those big chunky packaging Marvel Select figures. They make Star Wars figures now too. You can find those in like the Disney stores, stuff like that. You can find a lot of Diamond Select stuff. You can find at Walgreens. They've done they have done like Tron figures. They've done Pacific Rim. They've done Avatar. They've done Lord of the Rings. And DC Direct are all like they do a lot of comic book and animated series types of figures. So this looks like it's going to be another landslide. Diamond Select is doing great. I might have to agree. For a while, DC Direct was the best DC figures. Now it's kind of changed because I really think, available $20 range DC figures. Jacob W says Diamond also does Mini Mates. That's great. Yeah. Yep. Mini Mates those have been going strong for a while. DC Direct was really the best DC figures to get for a while, but I think McFarlane has obviously topped that, and now they don't own DC Direct, but I don't know, they're under DC Direct now. Mike says the only figure that I have is Bruce Lee, and there he is. There's the Bruce Lee figure right there. Comic Dad says, I wish Diamond was a little bit more articulated. Yeah, they're not as far as articulation goes. Yeah, but they're usually, they're cool. They're big. They're very big, and they look really good. I have a few. I've got the Silver Surfer Marvel Select. I've got the Hulk Marvel Select. Is that it? I don't know. But, alright, the 2 minutes is up, and it looks like Diamond Select is taking it. Oh, Stubbs says that there's a Pac-Man Diamond Select. That's really cool. Alright, ending the poll. And the winner is, I'm not surprised, Diamond Select wins 76% to 23%. Yep. I'm not surprised. Diamond Select is a good brand. They come out with some stuff that's not too interesting, but every once in a while they'll come out with something really nice. There's a really nice Diamond Select. They make like Invincible figures, and they have like a what's the Iron Giant. Let's see here. All right, yeah, Diamond Select. Sorry, I just had a brain fart for a second. So let's go and update the bracket. Here we go. Diamond Select. Here we go. So we're moving on now. Oops, I gotta stop doing that. Whoopsie. We're moving on now to a little bit more expensive stuff. We're going up a little bit more. So, yeah. Sorry, I'm doing like a million things all at once while I'm doing this. You should be proud of me for how many multitasks I have to do for this. Hey, Drone Adventure, how's it going, dude? Thanks for being here. Mike says, yeah, Sirdork, but not that figure. I have a Bruce Lee Diamond Select, but it's an Enter the Dragon. Oh, okay, cool. So Diamond has multiple Bruce Lee figures. That's pretty cool. All right, here we go. Some of you guys are seeing the what's coming up next. So we've got probably my #1 brand on here on this list. We have Tamashii Nations versus Beast Kingdom. So Tamashii Nations, I would say most famous for their SH figure arts, and they do some other stuff too. And Beast Kingdom, I have a bunch of Beast Kingdom figures, and they've got some really good ones. Okay, so let's put the poll in here. So which we got. Tamashii Nations versus Beast Kingdom. Okay, the poll is officially up now. So yeah, Tamashii Nations, probably my favorite. Yeah, they're the #1 Dragon Ball Z figures. They've been putting out Naruto again, which is great. They have the movie realization Samurai, Star Wars, and Marvel figures, which I love those. That was my #1 figure of the year. If you watched my top 5 figures. Geektron says my favorite photos are with my SH figure arts, but Beast Kingdom, don't sleep on Beast Kingdom. So see the big chibi headed Mandalorian? That is their Egg Attack line, also very popular. The Egg Attack is really great. Toy Story is just talking about it over here. And they also make really great, just normal articulated figures too. Like this Darkseid figure, I don't think he's out yet, but he is beautiful. I have a Black Suit Superman figure. Beast Kingdom put out the Black Suit Superman figure way before anybody else did, years ago. And just a lot of, and they make a lot of different. They have like the Rock figure from Fast and the Furious. What else? What are some other Beast Kingdom things? I can't really think of. A lot of DC stuff. They kind of do like the movie versions of the characters, but with comic book style outfits, which is really cool. Gabe's Toys is putting it perfectly for me. They said, I personally like Beast Kingdom figures, but I would prefer to collect Tamashii Nations. I agree. And actually, a couple years ago, I went to the Tamashii Nations had a pop-up shop in New York City, which was really cool. So I took a train to New York, down to New York, and I went to that, which was really fun. And I did a whole video on that. So if you're interested, it's on the channel under the Toy Adventures, thing. So yeah, and Bruce says, I love the samurai style Star Wars. Me too, Bruce. I absolutely love those. Electron says Egg Attack has the Coruscant Guard. Is it? Yeah. Do they have a Coruscant Guard? Like the yes, the red shock trooper clone. Yes, yep. And they've got a 501st clone too. Mike says I want Egg Attack figures someday. LOL. I've seen some of them on Big Bad Toy Store. They look awesome. I have only one. I just have that Mandalorian, and he's awesome. And like he has soft goods underneath. That flight suit is soft goods too. So, yeah, Beast Kingdom's awesome. Beast Kingdom's awesome. But it looks like the 2-minute has come up, and Tamashii Nations comes up with the win. So ending the poll right now, and yeah, I kind of knew that would happen. And Lewis, I'll just say this really quick. Really great question. Lewis says, any luck getting your Instagram back? I don't have it back yet. I have 0 updates. It's still in the exact same status as before, unfortunately. So, still, yep. Hopefully I get it back soon. So, Tamashii Nations comes up with the win. So, taking Beast Kingdom off of the list right now. And going to update the bracket. So Tamashii Nations wins. Okay. We still got a bunch of brands to go, you guys. We still got a bunch of brands to go. So all right. Tamashii Nations is out of here. Well, they're still here, but the picture's out of here. So the next one, this is gonna be a good one. I think this is gonna be an easy one. Here we go. Mythic Legions versus Square Enix. So, Mythic Legions I know was under 4 Horsemen, because 4 Horsemen does other things besides Mythic Legions, but that's their most well-known thing, so that's why I put it under Mythic Legions. So if you're voting for Mythic Legions, you can vote for everything else 4 Horsemen does. It's all put into there. And so Square Enix, on the right here, you're like, Square Enix, like the video game company? Yeah, they make action figures too. So that's pretty weird. Yeah, Silver Moon says, wait, Square Enix makes figures? Yes, they do. Actually, quite a few. I don't see them too often anymore. So, here we go. So we got Mythic Legions versus Square Enix. So, all right, the poll is up in the live chat right now. So, some of the figures under Square Enix, this big one right here of Iron Man, that is a Play Arts Kai figure. If anyone's ever seen those they are absolutely articulated figures, stubs. Lewis Carton is talking about the Play Arts Kai. So the Play Arts Kai are they're pretty big. They're like 9 or 10 inches, and they're articulated, but they're not super. They're more just to look good on the shelf, not really for much else. And so these other ones here with you got Cloud and Sora. That's not Cloud, sorry, whatever the other guy's name is. But they also make a Cloud figure. That's their Bring Arts line, which is kind of like the Square Enix version of like SH Figure Arts. Like it's like around the same size, super articulated. And so, yeah, they make a lot of stuff. Look up the Square Enix figures. They've got a lot, and most of them are like their figures from their video games. But the Play Arts Kai, they make DC and Marvel stuff, which is really cool. And then Mythic Legions we got on the left here. Oh, we're at 50-50 right now. Oh, all right, this is close. We're at 50-50. So Mythic Legions under 4 Horsemen. So if you're voting for Mythic Legions, that also includes anything else 4 Horsemen does, because they know they have just some other things like the big Headless Horseman they put out recently, and they have the that whole Cosmic line that they're doing. And I've met the guys from 4 Horsemen because they're somewhat local and they do some cons near me, so I've met them. Really nice. So it's really, yeah, this is Mythic Legions is up by 1%. So if you haven't heard of either of these figures, definitely look into it. Like Mythic Legions are completely their own. They only make their own original characters. They don't do any licensed characters. Square Enix does their own original too, I guess. With the Kingdom Hearts and other big Square like Final Fantasy. And it, and Anels also says that there's Metal Gear, some really great Metal Gear Play Arts Kai figures. So I have 2 Play Arts Kai figures. I have a Deathstroke and a Batman from Arkham Origins. And those guys are awesome. I've had those for a long time. They're really cool. So yeah, just very cool figures. Very, very cool things. Little pricey, that's for sure. Okay, the 2-minute is up, and this is the closest one we've had so far. And Mythic Legions comes out on top. To be honest, I didn't think it was going to be this close. I thought Mythic Legions was going to take this away. Like, no problem. I didn't think anyone was really interested so much in Square Enix figures. But out of the 40 votes, Mythic Legions comes out with 52%. Hey, the Mel Man says, new to your channel. I've been learning a lot from you. Thanks for sharing the knowledge. Thanks for being here. The Mel Man, that's awesome. Thank you so much. So Square Enix is out, eliminated, and Mythic Legions, they are making it to the end. They continue. And you know what? I'm gonna also throw, if you're watching, if you drop a quick like on the video, that'd be so amazing. Thank you. So good job, Mythic Legions. You win. So let's update the thing. So that's we've gone through the first half of the figures of the brands. So, but don't worry, all the ones that have won, all the brands that have won these first couple rounds, they're moving on to the next round. They're gonna battle each other. So that's gonna be some hot and steamy stuff. So here we go. This is another good one. We've got Banpresto versus Gunpla. So I know I'm not too familiar with Gunpla. They might have an official brand, but they're basically, you know, the model kits, Gundam model kits, and they're just so huge that deserved its own section. All Electron, you know, just Sirdork, is that, yes, this is a TIE Fighter lamp. It's cool, right? Sorry. Yes, so I put Gunpla in there. I've only done one before. And so Banpresto, they do a lot of things, but they're mainly known for their statues, anime statues, and they make some incredibly quality, detailed, beautiful statues for really cheap and really inexpensive. So just by the live chat right now, it seems like Gunpla is gonna take this away. So I've gone on too long. So Banpresto versus Gunpla. Here we go. All right, Plastic Wars, how's it going? Thanks for coming on in. All right, I'm seeing a lot of love for these brands here. I mean, especially Gunpla. And I'm sure you've probably, if you're not familiar with Banpresto, if you go to GameStop or any of these places, I'm sure you've seen these statues a million times. They're also, I mean, it's a Japanese brand. They're probably way huger over there. But they also do a huge line of plushies too. They make a lot of plushies as well. They do a lot of Pokemon ones, which I've never seen in person, but I've seen them online. Seems like Gunpla's taking this away, but there's definitely some love for Banpresto in here, because they make so many statues, and I've seen some crazy collections of statues. And so is there someone help me in the live chat? Is Gunpla owned? You know what? Gunpla is Bandai, isn't it? Gunpla is under Bandai. I'm pretty sure. Louis Carian says, I like the Banpresto, but I like the control of the figures, not statues. Yeah, me too. There's a guy that I know, his name's Kaioken Kamikaze. He does this whole toy photography page just on these Banpresto statues, and he does some really cool stuff with it. Silver Moon, yes, Gunpla is Bandai. So, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, Bandai is the brand, but there's other lines I put underneath it. And that's okay. It's going to be a little off like that, and I'll get more into that later. Poth Rec says, Banpresto are just remodify their old figs like in DBC. I guess so. Yeah, Unpunch card, just like Bandai owns Tamashii too. Yeah, and it's gonna get a little confusing because I have some other. we'll get into it. Ooh, Lewis says also GameStop used to do an extra 50% off clearance toys. Now it's just 20. Oh, that's too bad. You can find the Ban Presto at GameStop too. All right, the 2 minutes is up, and Gunpla is taking it away. Yep, Gunpla wins 65% over Ban Presto. Ban Presto had 34%. So Ban Presto, you are out of here. Gunpla, you are in. You continue. So good job, Gunpla. Good job. Blakely says, how do you like the live video? I don't see the thumbs up. If you see the live chat right now, you're going to have to close the live chat, hit the little X on the live chat, and then the thumbs up button will be there. Right? They should make it easier than that. Come on, YouTube. So Gunpla, you win. So let's update the card. The bracket. Here we go. Gunpla winning that. All right. So, all right. Oh, dang it. Sorry. Not that really matters anyway. So we're going back a little bit. I know I said we're getting expensiver, but this is going to be not so expensive, and I'm going to have to do some explanations as to why I have this on here. So I know we just said that Bandai makes Gunpla, and they also make SH Figuarts, Tamashii, all that stuff. But I have Bandai here as their own line specifically because Bandai also makes these more affordable, more inexpensive anime figures like these Dragon Ball Z figures and these Naruto figures. So I just basically bunched them, all of those together. So if you've ever seen any of these cheaper, around $20 Dragon Ball Z or anime figures, that's what we're going for under these Bandai figures right now. So if you like those, that's what you're voting for. And so that is going up against Funko. Yeah, Funko. Funko's got to be on here. They're huge. You can do toy photography with Funko. And you know what? They don't just make the pop vinyl figures. They make full-on action figures too. I have some Fallout figures from Funko that I really like. So Jacob W's he said he has a genuinely insane amount of Funkos. So right now, when you're thinking of Bandai, think of these more inexpensive $20, 6 or 7 inch figures for this. So that's what we're going with. So starting the poll right now, we've got Bandai versus Funko, and I don't know. This is, I mean, Funko is like ruling the world right now. They're one of the biggest toy brands out there. They're doing great. I'm curious as to how well Funko does out in the U.S. Or sorry, outside of the U.S. because they're huge here. I wonder if they're popular in other countries, like in Japan. Do people collect? Does Funko do well in Japan? I'm really curious about that. Geektron says, I don't know. Funko in general is too expensive for my like on simple figures. Electron says, I'm gonna sell off my Funko stuff. It's lost value to me, and some of them are worth like $100. Yeah, I did kind of have this thought that Funko is huge right now, but it's just eventually I think just gonna go down. Like I don't know if they're gonna hold their value like everything else, but maybe so. And I know Bandai is a huge, more massive thing than what I'm making out to be, but just these smaller figures. Unpunch Card says, back to when I worked at Target, I hated Funko release. Pop collectors are nuts. You are right. And Snapface says they are popular in Australia. Funko is. So that's good to know. Cool. So yeah. Oh, Anel, thank you. Says he has a few of those Dragon Star figures. They're pretty good for the price. Yes, these Bandai Dragon Ball Z figures are called Dragon Stars. Yes, I have one of them, and it is pretty cool for the price. Yeah, they're great for the price. And Ben Ewing says, Sirdork, I've been a member for 3 months. Ben, you are the man. Thank you for being a member for 3 months. Thank you for just being here at all. You are awesome. Kid Kosher says, Funko just feels like the new age Beanie Babies for me. That's kind of what I've been thinking too. I don't think they're quite, because Beanie Babies were. I don't think Funko will ever reach the craziness of what Beanie Babies were, but it's that kind of thing. I agree. I'm totally in the same vote there. But okay, Bandai wins 71% to 29%. Bandai. I'm actually surprised. I thought Funko was gonna get somewhere, at least win the first round, but Funko is eliminated after the first round. So Bandai makes it. Bandai is exclusive distributor of Funko in Japan, says Mizomi Photography. That is so crazy. Yeah, Bandai is so much bigger than a toy brand. I mean, they're just like, they're an entertainment company too, you know. So let's update the thing here. So we've got Bandai moving on right there. And so also Aditya in the live chat says, hi, good morning, greetings from India, love your style of photography, following your channel, and there is always something to learn. Cheers, keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Aditya, I really appreciate that. And Chad Green, got you, man, I got you. Thanks for being here, and thanks for everyone for being here. Lewis, I agree with you. I thought Funko was going to win. Electron says, hey Sirdork, I wanted to point out that Tamashii Nations put out some Gunpla stuff, not just Bandai. Yes, it's all under the same Bandai kind of umbrella, but I didn't really have a. This was just. It was actually I had trouble. It took me a long time to get enough 32 brands to fill this up, so that's why I was like, oh, we'll make a thing for Bandai. Okay, this next one's gonna be tough. This next one's going to be really tough, you guys, in my opinion. Actually, I know what I would choose, but this one's going to be tough. So, we've got Mafex or Medicom. So, Medicom is huge, but I'm just going to stick with Mafex. So, Medicom or Mafex, either one, versus Good Smile. Whew. So, if you're going to vote for Mafex, you can vote for anything under Medicom. Medicom's been making stuff for a while. They make a lot more than just Mafex. They make some 1/6 scale figures, but they're most popular for their Mafex stuff, which I love Mafex. I have this Homelander. That was one of my favorite figures of last year. So, huge fan of Mafex. Love what they do. And so, Good Smile. Good Smile. You can't sleep on Good Smile with their Figma figures. And their Nendoroids. Nendoroids are huge. Huge. I would say Good Smile sometimes is a little bit overpriced. Figma is just like really expensive. And one of my other favorite figures of the year was a Figma. My Doomslayer Figma. Oh. So, here we go. Let's put in, this is going to be a close one, I think. So, the poll. So, Medicom / Mafex versus Good Smile. Here we go. The poll is officially in there now. Sorry, Unpunched Card, it's up there now. Yeah, so Good Smile. I mean, you got just the Nendoroids alone. And then the Figma, and they do other stuff too. They make other, I mean, those are their two biggest, I'm assuming. But they do a bunch of stuff. And I have so many of the DC Mafex. I love the DC Mafex figures. I've got so many. I got some coming in on pre-order. I just got the Cyborg Superman. Whew. Hunter says, I think Sirdork is the best brand for figures. I do have one figure that I ever made. And look at this one right here. Yeah, this is the very rare and exclusive Sirdork. I never showed this thing off, but I just made packaging for my thing. Anyway, what's it gonna be? Right now, Mafex is winning by not a whole lot, 66%. It's not a landslide. Not a landslide, but this is Good Smile's going back up, 35%. Ben Ewing says Mafex made Deadpool. Yep, they made a Deadpool figure. So, so we got 40 votes so far. Thank you, and also, you know, there's 57 people in here. Thank you all so much for watching and being here. You guys are awesome. So, thank you for being here. Collector Nightly says, "Hey, Sirdork, I don't know anything about toy photography, but I hope to learn a lot from you. Thank you. Hope that a phone is a good enough to shoot photos." A phone is, definitely. It absolutely is. Man, you guys are throwing some great stuff in the live chat. Django Fat says, "Figma anime figures are great. I got the Captain Levi figure. He is amazing." Yeah, the Figma makes some really great Attack on Titan figures. And Lewis says, "I got 4 Good Smile toys from GameStop. Extra 50 on my toy hunt." Wow, nice. Spend less than 100. That is crazy. Usually one Figma is over 100. That's so cool. Awesome. All right, the 2 minutes is up, and it looks like Medicom/Mafex is the winner by 64%. So 64% chose Medicom. I would have also chosen Mafex. I'm actually kind of surprised. I thought the Good Smile would have won. I thought the Nendoroids would have. Yeah. Oh, Lewis says, "I got the Figma horses." Yes, I also have the Figma horse, and which is awesome. Oh, Malejo says, "Did SH Figure Arts come up already?" Yes, and they won, so they're going to come up later in the next round. So, they're coming up. Okay. All right. So, Good Smile loses to Mafex/Medicom. So, let's update here. Let's here we go. We are over here. So, I should just do this, copy and paste. That's easier. Medicom/Mafex beats Good Smile. Good Smile is out already. That is crazy. All right, you guys, this is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a good one. There's some very popular stuff in this next one. Electron says, "What's next? I'm so excited." I'm so glad. That's what I was hoping for when I made this. It took me a long time to put this together, but this is so much fun. This is so much fun. All right, so next is Mezco. People love their Mezco versus Storm Collectibles. Whew. This is gonna be tough. No, I think I know who's gonna win this one. So putting up the poll right now, starting it. So which toy brand? Oops. Oh, that's why I shouldn't copy and paste, because I had this. Which toy brand is better? So we've got Mezco, not Mazco, sorry, versus Storm Collectibles. All right, the poll is officially up now. Electron, ooh, this is getting heated fast. Yeah, I have like Storm Collectibles is great, but I have a feeling Mezco is just gonna take this away. Mezco has become one of the biggest, most popular brands in the toy photography community. At least they're made by, like I said, by collectors for collectors, which yeah, you can tell. Luis says, "I don't have either, but I like Storm Collectibles." I don't have a lot of either. I have one Storm Collectibles figure, right? Do I just have one? Yeah, I have the Lobo Storm Collectibles, and I do have one Mezco. I have the Christopher Reeves. I have a few other Mezco on pre-order. They're taking forever. I pre-ordered it like, I don't know, like 2 years ago. And so Storm Collectibles, they do a lot of just like exclusively fighting video game stuff, like Mortal Kombat and Injustice and Street Fighter and a bunch of stuff like that. And they're a little bit bigger, and they're very articulated and very bulky, but they're still very movable. Turtle Fanboy, hey man, says, "Hey Jared, hope you're doing well. I know you're doing toy comparisons, but any updates on the next Toys in Action?" I don't have any updates. Still trying to get that straightened up too. Hopefully that can happen, but yeah, this is tough. And Mezco seems to be taking it away so far with 68% to 32% so far, and I'm not surprised. You know, I think Mezco is going to be one of these ones that makes it all the way through. Hunter says Storm Collectibles is good, but a little bit too pricey on some. Yeah, both of these figures are pricey. And one of the things too about Mezco that I owe them so much credit to is they've also created this whole universe of their own original characters that they've created, like Gomez and the Pink Skulls and all of that stuff. So, and they're hits. People love them, which is so cool because they don't have to pay extra for getting licenses like DC or something, or Marvel, which they still do. But they get so much more like profit on those ones, and so that's great that the company. I don't know. That's just so cool. The Mezco Cinematic Universe, says Jacob. Yeah, so cool. All right, the 2 minutes is up with 39 votes, and so Mezco is the winner, 64% to 35%. Storm Collectibles, I love both. To be honest, I think I probably would have chosen Mezco also. I probably would have chosen Mezco as well. So, yeah. Good job, Mezco. I'm not surprised. Let's update Mezco. Okay. We are going back. So we've only got a couple more left on the tournament until we start moving on to the next round over. And so the winners will start going against each other. So Mezco, I'm going to move you for now. So Electron says the Mezco Cinematic Universe. What about the Shrek Cinematic Universe? Hey, Mezco should make a Shrek figure. Somebody, we need a good Shrek. NECA should make a good Shrek. That's what come on. NECA, where is the Shrek? I want the Shrek and Donkey 2-pack. Anyway, the next round is 1,000 Toys versus Amazing Yamaguchi. Yes, both of these brands, I would say, are pretty not super commonly known. I mean, for the most part. 1,000 Toys, they make a lot of their own stuff too, like these little Android guys, but they also make a lot of video game stuff too, like this Halo Master Chief. They make some other. What else does 1,000 Toys make? They make an Iron Giant, but very articulated, very articulated. I've actually never. I don't have any. I've never even held one, but I've seen one. They teased about making a Fallout figure, a Power Armor one, but they never did it. It's not out. I don't know what's going on with that. But Amazing Yamaguchi, I've got a few of these. I'm a fan. They're incredible. The most articulated thing. You can put these in the most crazy position. Like, look at this Venom. All these incredible poses that he's in. So yeah, they're awesome. Oh wow, there's a lot of people saying they don't like Amazing Yamaguchi. Geektron says, I hate how Yamaguchi makes articulation. They're super noticeable, but love their sculpting. Yeah, you know what? They definitely sacrifice some of the look for the articulation. Like they put articulation over the appearance. So that seems to mean more to them, because they'll make it so like the arm is a little bit weird over here, but since it looks weird, you can move it all the way around, you know. So, all right, let me put in the poll here. I'm talking too much here. So, which toy brand is better? We've got 1,000 Toys versus Amazing Yamaguchi. And so Amazing Yamaguchi is also a toy line under Revoltech. So Amazing Yamaguchi isn't the brand, it's under Revoltech. But there's other stuff Revoltech does, whatever, but we'll get into that later. So I'm gonna go with Amazing Yamaguchi in my opinion, because they make a lot more figures that I'm interested in. A lot of great DC figures. I've got the Deathstroke. Ooh, love that figure. And I have the Superman, and I have the All Might, and I have a Deadpool. Yeah. But the one I don't have any 1,000 Toys. I really want them to make that Fallout figure. The second it comes out, pre-order. So, Anel says, anyone who's willing to sacrifice looks for articulation. That's exactly what it is. Trippin' Toys. Yamaguchi is the Rubik's Cube of figures. All right. I get it. I get you. That's really funny. So far, Amazing Yamaguchi is winning. Hey, Wayne Lambert says, love your videos, brother. I just started toy photography, and I have found a lot of inspiration from you. Dude, that is awesome. Thank you so much, Wayne. I'm glad you like the videos. It means so much that you're watching them and enjoying them. So thank you so much for watching them. And thank you, everyone who's watching. We got 50 people here. Thank you. Well, this is crazy. There's 50 people here and 63 likes. This is probably the first time I've ever seen more likes than people here. So that's really awesome. Thank you. Thanks so much. Oh, and the Melman says their Magneto is sick. Yes. Whoa. Gee, baby, hello.
I hit right in the middle.
Yes, you did. The whole desk was shaking for a second there. And yes, if you haven't seen Harleen and I, she is officially my fiance. There's a ring right there. So
we're getting married in September.
Yes, we are. Yay! And I would have loved to have shared that on my Instagram and stuff, but I don't really have that at the moment.
It's okay. Hopefully you'll have it back by then.
Yes. Who do you pick, babe, here? Out of 1,000 Toys versus Amazing Yamaguchi, which do you pick?
Amazing Yamaguchi.
Yeah, we don't have any 1,000 Toys.
Well, there's no Harley.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, that's true. We have the Amazing Yamaguchi Harley.
Well,
We've got two of those.
No, we have 3 of them.
There's 3 of them.
Yeah, there's an Ami exclusive.
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot about those. Thank you everyone in the live chat saying congrats. Thanks guys. Yay. Okay, so.
I'm going to bye.
Okay, bye.
I'll be back.
So Amazing Yamaguchi wins at 62%. Actually 61%. And 1,000 Toys, you had a very admirable, thank you everyone in the chat. Thank you guys. But 1,000 Toys, you did well, but you have lost to 1,000, or you have lost to Amazing Yamaguchi. So gonna remove that. Here we go. Oh, you know what? Who was it? Someone said, can we see the Amazing Yamaguchi? Yeah, you have one right here. So I'm gonna bring out the one that I own. This is a Harley figure that actually I own. This is the first Amazing Yamaguchi Harley. She's based off of like the new 52 roller derby, and she's great. And I actually pre-ordered her for myself, not for her, just because it's a great figure. She's great. So there's that. Good job, Amazing Yamaguchi. Amazing job. Mr. Kiwi is here. So, all right, Amazing Yamaguchi. Gonna move you up on the bracket over here. Amazing Yamaguchi. Okay, so I will say that this next round here, this is the last round of the 1/12 scale figures. We got a few 1/6 scale figures, so this is the last round of the 1/12 scale. So we've got, and I'll get in. Let me start. Okay, let me go. We've got Dazen model, or Dazen, whatever you want to call it, versus Revoltech. So I know I just talked about how Amazing Yamaguchi's under Revoltech, but then these are all just like other figures that are under Revoltech. So not necessarily Amazing Yamaguchi. So we got some, like, they do all kinds of movie stuff. So the Toy Story figures, like this Woody one, a very popular one, the Zootopia one, the Revoltech also does some some Marvel, and I'm pretty sure Star Wars. I've seen like Darth Vader and stuff. Sorry, hang on. Electron says, hey Sirdork, if you wanted to, you could technically persuade the votes with what you say. I've noticed your votes go up and down depending on your talking positively about. Well, that's cool. I don't want to do that. I want it to be as natural as possible. But Dazen model, if I have one Dazen model figure, it is the Genos from One Punch Man, and he's really nice. He actually broke on me, but he's still a really great figure. But Dazen just does a bunch of anime with soft goods, so a lot of the times, not always. They also do Yu Yu Hakusho, which is really cool. And so in the live chat, help me out. What are some other figures that the Revoltech line makes? Because they make a bunch of figures. So here we go. Let's start the poll. And so, which toy brand is better? We got Dazen, or we've got Revoltech. Here we go. All right, I'm waiting to see. Jacob says Revoltech's my vote because of the Woody. Absolutely love Toy Story. Yeah, that Woody figure. A lot of people really love that Woody figure. That's probably the best Woody one. Acrylic says, didn't Revoltech make an Arkham Knight figure? Or was that Amazing Yamaguchi? I know Yamaguchi does, but technically Amazing Yamaguchi is a Revoltech line. So, oh, you know what? If Revoltech wins this, they might have to go up against Amazing Yama. I don't know. We'll see. And Blakely, thank you so much. Geektron says, I have none but Revoltech because I hate Saitama. Really? Oh, that's too bad. I love that show. I think Saitama's hilarious and awesome. So, looks like Revoltech is winning. Not super surprising. Dazen's probably the least, the most obscure brand I put on the list. But they do good work. And Revoltech also did Evangelion and My Hero Academia. And Anel said, didn't Revoltech do Godzilla? Yeah, Revoltech does a lot. They do a lot. They're not. I don't see a whole lot of them, but the few ones that I do see, like the Zootopia and stuff, I see them all the time. So looks like we're still at 1 minute, and Revoltech is winning pretty. Yeah, they're kicking butt. So, yeah. And that's where Dazen was coming out with these Yu Yu Hakusho figures at the same time as this other brand called One Shot Toys. And so I started going with the One Shot Toys, but then I'm like, should I go with some? They're just I've been trying to figure out which one to go with. All right, so Revoltech is at 91%. Dazen is at 9%. And the 2 minutes is up, so we're gonna end the poll right there. And Revoltech wins by a long shot. And Dazen model is out of here. So we're gonna remove that, and we're going to update the thing right here. So Amazing Yamaguchi is gonna go up against Revoltech, which I didn't really intend for it to go that way, but it is gonna go that way. So, all right then. So good job, Revoltech. And so, like I was saying, that was the end of the 1/12 scale, and we're moving on to some 6th scale brands. All right. Okay, here we go. So, yes, are you ready for this? We have got Hot Toys versus 3-0. Hot Toys is probably the most popular, and for good reason. 1/6 scale brand. Oh my god, they're amazing. I've got a lot of Hot Toys. And 3-0, you probably know. I have one 3-0. No, I have two 3-0 figures, and they make they do. Their figures sometimes are a little more expensive, but they are so detailed. Oh, like I have this Fallout figure. I put that on there. It's amazing. Oh my god, you can take each little piece off, and it's incredible. So hey Frank, how's it going, my friend? Okay, so I'm putting up the poll right here. So which toy brand's better? We got Hot Toys versus 3-0. So, yeah, this would be tough. I don't want to say what I'm going to choose because I don't want to persuade any votes. But Jacob says I don't have either. I don't really prefer one or the other, but 3-0's Transformer stuff looks dope. I'm going to go with them. That's true. I have to mention 3-0. They do Transformers stuff, and oh my goodness, they're absolutely they're incredible. I'm like, how is this even a figure? How is this even like an action figure? It's ridiculous. If you're not familiar with them, look them up. Whew, so good. Mile High Plastic Guy says I want that 3-0 Bumblebee. Yeah, incredible. And R3 says Hot Toys is more popular, but 3-0 figures are super underrated. You know what? I would say yeah, they're definitely underrated. And they've done like every character from Game of Thrones, everybody from The Walking Dead. Just the fact that they make all of these Fallout figures just makes me so happy. Anel says 3-0 made some Terminator figures from Terminator Dark Fate. That's really cool. A lot of love for the Transformer 3-0. It's just hard to go up against Hot Toys, especially when they're putting out Star Wars and Marvel. You know, everybody loves that stuff. You know, it's so crazy. Aussie Action Fix says Hot Toys only because I don't have any 3-0. And you know, 3-0 also put out these Power Ranger figures recently, which were only like $100, which $100 for 1/6 scale figure with soft goods looking good. $100 is really good. So, and you can find these on like sideshow.com, stuff like that. Electron says, did they do zombies from The Walking Dead? Yes, they did. They did do some, for sure. Oh, Dr. Awesome says Aerovos shot a Darth Maul hot toy the other day and it looked phenomenal. Ooh, I'm sure. Aerovos is great, and yeah, the hot toys Darth Maul. I don't have a Hot Toys Darth Maul. I have a different Maul from another brand that's coming up soon. So all right, 2 minutes is up. 37 votes, and Hot Toys has it. But 3-0, you deserve the love too. They got 24%. Hot Toys got 75%. Good job. Good job. So yeah, Hot Toys is gonna be hard to beat. You know, I mean, they're just. Have you ever held one in your hand and just been like, wow, look at this? Yeah. So 3-0, you are out. Excuse me. So going to remove 3-0. Update the bracket here. So Hot Toys wins. Let's go back here so you can see me again. Okay. Electron says, why is it 99%? What 99%? I don't know. Okay, so this is the last round before we move on to the second round, where the winners start going up against each other. This is going to get real spicy because there's a lot of love for all these brands, so it's going to be a lot more close, you know. So the last round here, we've got Sideshow Collectibles versus Mondo. Two other 1/6 scale brands. So let's open up that poll. And you know what? Mondo is something I've actually more recently become familiar with. I was not familiar with them until that Wolverine here. So we got Sideshow versus Mondo. So I was very confused about this for a very long time. So Sideshow.com is a website where you can buy a lot of different brands, including Hot Toys and 3-0 and probably Mondo too. But Sideshow also has their own brand of figures as well. They're 1/6 scale Sideshow figures. So they're a website like distributor, and they're also their own brand as well. So I always thought that like the Sideshow own Hot Toys or anything like that. No, Sideshow just also, and I could be explaining it wrong right now, but Mondo makes 1/6 scale figures. That Wolverine's very popular. They have that there's a 1/6 scale Joker and Batman and Harley Quinn from Batman the Animated Series. Mondo also does a Monsters of the Universe He-Man, a couple of them, and like Skeletor and stuff, which I just learned about from Emerald Knight. Big Masters of the Universe fan. So I don't have any Mondo figures. Apparently, and for anybody who's a Mondo fan, 38% has voted for them. What do you like about Mondo? What do you like about Mondo? Blakely says, is the 1% Jared? Is that why we only have 99% on the Oh. Sometimes there's like the percentage is not quite even based on the amount of votes. So sometimes there's like a 1% that isn't showing. So it'll only show 99%. So it'll be like 75 to 24%. It's like, okay, where's the other 1%? So I think that's how they do it. Yeah, Electron, it does that a few times. It does that a lot. But I think that's when there's an odd number versus, I think there's when there's decimals involved. So they just round up or down or something. Mike says, I don't own these brands either, but if I had to choose, probably Mondo with the way the animated Joker looks. Love that Batman. Yeah. Blakely says, if McFarlane made a Superman with that Sideshow Face ID. Well, Sideshow Face ID, that Sideshow Face is one of the reasons why the Sideshow figures are more expensive, because it looks really good. Hey, Jacob, I really appreciate that. Thanks for joining the stream. This is, I'm glad you like this. Yeah, these are really fun. I want to do more stuff like this where it's really interactive with everyone. It's a lot of fun. So, all right. It looks like after 2 minutes, Sideshow Collectibles wins at 59%. It's actually weird because this Anakin figure, when this Anakin and Obi-Wan figure from Sideshow came out, a lot of people were very unhappy with them because the pictures looked a whole lot different than what actually came out. So, yeah. Dr. Awesome says, if these brands were Lego, it would be way cooler. You know what I always thought would be cool? If some company made like some big Lego minifigures that were really articulated and expensive. Like, wouldn't that be cool? Like in the style of a Lego minifigure? I thought that'd be cool. But anyway, Sideshow wins. And Mondo, you are out. So, I'm going to remove Mondo. And so that is the end of the first round. Let's change it over here. We're going to update to Sideshow. And alright, we are moving on to the next round here. Whew, this one's going to be... This is going to be crazy. Alright, so, are you guys ready for round 2? Are you guys ready to have to make some really tough decisions? You're going to have to make some tough decisions. You're going to... Unpunched Card says, next time do one of these, but let's do figures within one brand. Like, take the 32 best Star Wars figures, let us know the vote on the best. That's a good idea. Because I do want to do more of these, and it would be hard for me to figure out what else to do. So that's a good idea. Within, I'll choose... Okay. Alright, I like that. Okay, round 2, fight, let's go. So we've got McFarlane versus Hasbro. Alright, why? Oh, hang on. Boop. Probably gonna have to do that a couple times. McFarlane versus Hasbro. Whew. Anel says, who will make it to the final round? Find out next time on Sirdork Live. No, you can find it all out today. Just make sure you stay to the end of the stream. That's all. So, Hasbro versus McFarlane. This is tough. Starting the poll right now. Which toy brand is better? Hasbro or McFarlane? Here we go. Oh, man. Jacob says, I might have to do an eeny, meeny, miny, mo on this one. Chad says, how often will the streams be? I try to do a live stream on here every other week. I do one live stream on here, and then in the other weeks, I do live streams for the members. So on the member-only live streams are the other weeks. So if you're a member, then there's a live every week. But Hasbro versus McFarlane, this would be a tough decision. I know what I would choose. Silvermoon says this is hard. Geektron says Legends and Transformers. Yeah. Mike says Hasbro. Come on, LOL. I would say this would be a really easy decision a few years ago, but now I think McFarlane has come a long way in a very short amount of time. Since they started doing DC, everything has just been they've been stepping up everything a lot. So there's yeah. R3 says Hasbro has more IPs, but McFarlane has NECA level detail for a great price point. Yeah. It's and I would say McFarlane hasn't been raising their prices a whole lot like Hasbro. Hasbro's been raising their prices a lot lately, like a lot. Like McFarlane has still been around the $20 range. I did hear that they are gonna raise their prices a little bit by like a couple bucks, but Hasbro has been really bumping it up. Hey, Artistic Toaster, good to see you. Oh, you missed it. We had a bunch of figures that you would have loved. We didn't talk about JoJo specifically, but some JoJo brands. All right, Hasbro seems to be winning by a lot, actually. by quite a bit. I like McFarlane a lot, but I have to go with Hasbro, says Linda. Yeah. And Blakely says, I wish Hasbro would make an accessories pack with battle damage heads, hands, different weapons, but we'll probably never see that due to tooling to make them. Yeah, and you know what? McFarlane's been doing some accessory packs. Like a lot of ones with guns and stuff, because they can't really put guns in the DC figures. So, so, alright, 2 minutes is up, and Hasbro is taking it away. Excuse me. Hasbro with 72%, McFarlane with 27%. Yeah. Matthew says McFarlane has better prices, and being a fan of Mr. McFarlane himself, which I have met him, I think it's cool to support his company over Hasbro. Not to hate Hasbro. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I think I like Hasbro figures more. I personally have had a really great... Recently, I've become like a McFarlane affiliate, and they've been sending me stuff. It's really nice. They invited me to this like McFarlane party in New York City. Really cool. So, yeah, I love McFarlane. I personally, and I mean, I'm a Star Wars guy, so I'm also a big DC guy. So, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. Okay, so McFarlane, you are out. I'm sorry, man. That's just tough to say. Let's update the thing right here. So Hasbro. All right. So let's move back on over here. So the next, this next one's gonna be tough too, you guys. Oh God. Whew. All right. We've got NECA versus Lego. Ooh, man. Ugh. Yep, this is really tough. I'm really curious to see who wins this. They're different. They're very different brands. I mean, Lego definitely, but yeah, it's tough. Very, very different, and it's hard to put them against each other. I'm not gonna. Yeah. So all right, let me put the poll in. I forgot to do that. So which toy brand is better? We've got NECA versus Lego. Two, all in caps, both names. It's tough. This is close. So far, Lego's winning by 2%. Oh, it's 50-50 right now. Oh my gosh. Mile High says Lego is more popular, but personally, I like NECA better. Geektron says I like Lego way more articulated than NECA, lol. But love NECA. Actually, just took Predator photo earlier. Yeah. Ooh, what? NECA's winning right now. NECA's winning 53 to 47. Anel says NECA is more affordable. Maybe. I mean, you could go to the store and buy a tiny little Lego thing for only a couple bucks. But if you're gonna buy this TIE Fighter set, you're gonna be spending a lot more money. So you can get a NECA set for less than a NECA figure, or a Lego set for less than a NECA figure. Man, 54% NECA right now. This is crazy. I thought Lego was gonna win. And also make sure if you do want to actually vote, you don't have to type it into the live chat. You got to make sure you click on the blue thingy at the top there. Okay, Lego went up another percent. Oh my gosh, I'm actually blown away. Dr. Awesome is gonna be a little upset here. Yeah, it's just tough. I don't know what I would choose. I used to be when I was growing up as a little kid, I was a huge Lego fan. I wanted to be in the Lego magazine because I had all my stuff, and I asked my mom to take pictures of me so I could be in the Lego magazine. I never did, but nowadays I like action figures more than I like buildable stuff, so I'd probably go with NECA. So 55% to 45%. Yeah, sorry guys, for all the Lego people, the 2 minutes is up. The 2 minutes is up, and NECA wins. I'm sorry guys, for all the 55 to 44%. So 45, 55. Wow, NECA wins. I mean, both are great. Both are amazing. But they're hard to compare. Lego, it doesn't make big action figures. NECA does. Lego makes building stuff. NECA doesn't do that. So, yeah, Dr. Awesome says he's shocked by the result. I'm also pretty shocked too. I thought Lego would have made it. I mean, I guess it's specifically we're a toy photography channel, so typically most people here like action figures more than building stuff, so I get it. So NECA wins. Lego is out for the count. Man, that's just like sad to think about. But don't worry, Lego's doing just fine. They got Lego stores. Lego's doing just fine. Oopsie, hang on. So, over here, NECA wins. Ooh, NECA versus Hasbro in the next round. That's gonna be crazy. Okay, so the next one is Jada Toys versus Diamond Select. Sorry. Oh no. Hang on. Yeah, gotta move some stuff around here. Jada Toys versus Diamond Select. Geektron says, I need a NECA store. NECA store would be cool. Electron says, NECA ain't got no stores. Lego's got stores. So don't worry. Lego's doing just fine. But in our little community we have here, NECA seems to be the winner. Okay, let's put in the poll. So we got Jada Toys versus Diamond Select. So if you weren't watching earlier, Jada Toys beat Mego Toys. Hey, Frank's using the toxin emoji. Toxin's upstairs sleeping, I think. But Jada Toys, they make a lot of these. They make these Monsterverse Universal figures, some Street Fighter, and they also make little like Hot Wheels size cars too, with tiny little figures that go along with them. So they make a bunch of different stuff, and I'm sure you've seen probably plenty of them in the store. But Diamond Select, they make all kinds of figures and statues too. Very affordable, really cool statues. Right now, Diamond Select is winning, which I'm not surprised. But yeah. Louis Carton says, "Is there a store that NECA besides Target and Walmart?" Well, Louis, I mean, I think does GameStop sell NECA stuff? I don't know if NECA does, but if you go to a lot, like if most of the time in my experience, a lot of like if you have any local collector toy stores, they almost always have lots of NECA stuff. That's in my experiences near me. There's always lots of NECA there. But anyway, we're talking about Jada and Diamond Select here. So Diamond seems to be winning here. To be honest, I don't have much love for Jada. I don't want to influence any votes. Ow. Whoopsie. So Jada is Diamond Select. They do really good. They do really good. They just got a bunch. They've got a lot of different cool stuff. Like if you want any of those Invincible figures from the Amazon show, you can get from Diamond. Star Wars, Marvel, and they're good quality things. And a lot of times I'm surprised with the price. You get these really cool big figures in these massive packages for like $20, which is pretty cool, you know. Mile High says sometimes GameStop does actually have NECA. Oh, there you go. Oh yeah, you know what? I have seen them there. I have seen them there. All right. Well, it has ended, and Diamond Select has won. No surprise, really. Diamond Select. I'm not surprised at all. Stub says that the Chewy is kind of wonky. I've seen some of them in hand. I've never held the figure out of the box though, of the Diamond Select Star Wars. But all right, Jada Toys, you did good. You won one round, but you are out. You're now out. Diamond Select has won. So let's update our thing here. Diamond Select has 1. Moving on up. All right. So, moving on to the next round here. Ooh, this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one right here, you guys. We've got Tamashii Nations versus Mythic Legions. Oops. So, more Mythic Legions versus Tamashii Nations. Hang on. Just for my own organization, I'm going to move them because it's just going to confuse me. This is going to be tough. I could see this going either way. I know who I would choose, but I know the love for both. For both. So, all right. Here we go. Let's put in the poll right here. We've got which brand is better. We've got Tamashii Nations versus Mythic Legions.
Tamashii.
That's your vote?
I'm voting for Tamashii.
That's who I would vote for too. But a lot of people love Mythic Legions for good reason. You know, they're awesome. They are really awesome. And actually, Tamashii Nations seems to be winning right now. Blakely says Mythic has more detail. I don't know about that. I mean, some of the SH Figuarts sculpts are better than any face sculpts I've ever seen in any 1/12 scale. And the detail on these movie realization figures, these samurai figures, whew, second to none. But hey, the detail on the Mythic Legions are pretty dang great, and the fact that you can pop stuff out and interchange the parts on Mythic Legions, that's cool. You can't do that with almost anything. So, and Tamashii has, you know, a lot of really great recognizable characters that we love. You know, Dragon Ball Z and Star Wars and Marvel, lots of anime stuff. Mythic Legions doesn't. They just go with their own thing. But so it looks like Tamashii is taking it away. I thought honestly it was going to be closer. I thought it was going to be closer to this because Mythic Legions has a huge, you know, cult following. People love it, but Tamashii Nations does too. Mile High Plastic Guy says, I have a great SH Figuarts Bruce Lee. Is that the one in the yellow suit? Awesome figure. Electron is throwing some talking crap and saying, come on, Tamashii, you can beat that Dollar Tree stuff. Whoa.
That'd be fighting words.
Yeah, Mythic Legions is awesome. They're really great. I do have a couple. So Tamashii Nations is winning, but you know they could come back. Dr. Awesome says that Samurai Django stands out. Yeah, oh, they're so cool. I've got a few of these Samurai figures. They're so awesome. They are so cool. But all right, the 2-minute mark is up. There have been 49 votes. And hey, Will and Force, thanks for being here. Tamashii Nations wins by about half. So we've got, where is it? Why isn't it showing up? There it is. 73% to 26%. So good job. I mean, Mythic Legions deserves a lot of love. They probably would have beaten a lot of other ones, but they were up against a tough one with Tamashii. So Mythic Legions, you are out. And Tamashii Nations, you are still in. You are still in. So let's go back over to the bracket. Update this. And Tamashii Nations. All right. These guys could make it to the final round. Oh no, that would be the semifinals after this. But either way. All right. So next on, we've got here. Okay, so this is gonna be a little weird because it's a little crossover stuff, but we talked about this. Next, we've got Gunpla. You know, the buildable Gundam and similar stuff versus Bandai. And so, yes, we talked about this. Yes, Bandai does own Gunpla and does own Tamashii Nations, but with this Bandai, we're talking about these like $20 Bandai, anime figures like the Dragon Ball Dragon Star figures like I have right here. So we're specifically talking about around the $20, these 6-inch figures from Bandai. With Gunpla, we're just talking about specifically the Gunpla. So, all right, here we go. I'm gonna put up the poll right now. I love seeing the pre like Gunpla easy, like the pre-vote comments like that. Okay, so we've got Bandai versus Gunpla. All right, here we go. The poll is in. What you gonna vote for? Jacob says, I am a neutral party, vote for this. So does that mean you're not gonna vote, Jacob? You gotta still vote. You gotta choose one. Frank Zurich says, Gunpla I've never seen before. I'm sure you have. They're just like these Bandai model kits. And you can pretty much put any type of Bandai model kit in this section, because I've gotten some Star Wars model kits too from this, and that would kind of fit, even though the Gunpla comes from Gundam, I think, and the Gunpla Gundam. So it looks like ooh, it's pretty close. 60-40 Bandai over Gunpla. RJ Subs is just flipping a coin. I'm not a huge fan of Gundam in general, so I don't really have. She's got one little pink teddy bear Gunpla over on your shelf. It's gonna be yeah, she's got one of those over there, but 62-38. The difference is getting bigger, and Bandai seems to be taking it away with this one. Yep. On Punch Card says Gundam Plastic equals Gunpla. Oh, Gundam Plastic. That's what the Pla is. Oh, that's really cool. That's really awesome. Will Enforce says, I wish Bandai would do a remake of the Beerus figure. Great looking figure, but for some reason didn't let him have arm rotation. Oh, that's weird. You know what? I bet you they'll put him out again anyway, because he's a popular figure and popular character, and they're gonna put those out again so people buy them who missed them first time. But babe, Ben says hi.
Hi.
Hopefully you heard her.
Let me turn on the heater.
You can, if you want to use a heater, you can use it upstairs or something. It's just gonna be too loud. Sorry, babe. Okay, well, that's it. Bandai wins with 62% versus 38%. I thought Gunpla was gonna win. I thought they were gonna win, because there's a whole massive giant community around Gunpla. All right, well, Gunpla, you are out. I'm surprised Bandai has made it this far, to be honest. All right, ooh, this next one's gonna be really tough. All right, let me update the thing first. Let's go over here. And so we're actually up here now, so Bandai moves on. And so, all right, I'm gonna move this out of here. So this next one, this is gonna be a tough one. I don't know who's gonna win this. We've got Mafex versus Mezco. I know what I would vote for, but people love their Mezco. People love Mezco. So, man, this is tough. This is tough. Who's gonna win? Oh, I'm over here waiting to see the results, but I haven't started the poll yet. So, which toy brand is better, Mafex versus Mezco? Okay. I'm really curious to see who wins this one. Off the Shelf says, oh man, I have to decide between Mafex and Mezco. Good God. Mezco versus Mafex is so brutal, says R3. Oh, Mezco. Oh, it's 50. It's 50-50 right now. Oh, now Mafex is ahead. Mezco was ahead a little bit ago. Silver Moon says their original characters are so cool. Jacob W says, let's go Mezco. But Mafex is winning 56-44. I'm surprised. Collector Nightly says, you're killing me here, Sirdork. Hey, you know what? One's gotta win, you know? I mean, this is easy for me. I would choose Mafex. But Off the Shelf says, I gotta go with Mezco, but I've been enjoying Mayfix a bit more lately. Toy Story says, I love Mezco, but I love my Mayfix Robocop and Dark Knight. This is such a hard choice. Yeah. It's getting closer again. Oh, it's at 51.49. Will Mezco beat Mayfix? Oh man, this is crazy. Comic Dev says, QC issues kill Mayfix. I've never had any QC issues with Mayfix. That's crazy. Silver Moon says, I just think it's so cool when companies make their own characters instead of doing licenses. I agree. I do think that's really cool, but I can't help but love the characters, like, you know, the big, you know, DC and Star Wars. I can't help it. All right, it's 51-49. If any Mezco fans are popping in, you better, now's your chance. It's coming up. Oh, Mayfix is it's 52-47 now. This is your last chance, the Mezco people, Mezco fans. It's your last chance. You could change. Can you change your vote? Like, if you vote on here, can you unvote and change it? I don't know if you have that option. I'm really curious. Man, there's 51 viewers and only 41 votes. All right, the 2 minutes is up. I'm gonna click end poll right now. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna wait till 3 minutes for this because it's this close. I'm gonna wait till 3 minutes for this one just because it's so close. Because there are people that are watching that haven't voted yet. I just want to make sure everyone gets their say because it's just so close. Comic Dad says, I've had 3 Mayfix figures and 2 of them had arm joints break. Really? Wow, that sucks. I've never had that. I've got just about all of the Justice League in Mayfix. Yeah, I do have everybody. Unpunched Card says, hey Jared, when do you plan to do the Sirdork brand stream? I made a post about it on the YouTube community tab a little bit ago. I'm gonna do it at the end of January. I put it off a whole nother month, so you get a whole nother month to shoot. Oh my god, it's 50-50. I was just gonna end it. So the second I see it change from 51, I'm gonna hit end poll. It's 50-50. The second I see it change. All right. If anybody hasn't voted yet, now's the time because it's going to be stuck at 50-50 until somebody votes. And you know what? While we're waiting, if you haven't already, if you drop a quick like on the video, on the stream, that would be so amazing. Thank you so much. All right. It has changed. And Mayfix wins. That was crazy. Mayfix wins 51-48, which should be 51-49, but that's crazy. I can't believe it. Wow. All right. Well, that was close. All right, Mayfix, you win. 51-49. I thought Mezco was gonna win, to be honest. I didn't even think it was gonna be this close. I thought Mezco was gonna make it to the end because Mezco is just so huge. But Mayfix, you win. All right. So. Moving Mezco up. Oh, not Mezco. They did not win. Sorry. Mayfix. Up here. I almost brought up the wrong thing. Acrylic says, oops, hang on. Acrylic says Mayfix is just better. Hey, I mean, I would say it's very subjective. They're pretty close. Depends on what you like. All these are subjective. Of course they are. All right. Hey, No Chewing. How's it going? Thanks for coming on in, man. All right. So this next round is going to be a little bit weird because they're kind of like what we did before, but we have Amazing Yamaguchi versus Revoltech. So, yes, Amazing Yamaguchi is under Revoltech, but think of Amazing Yamaguchi just as is, and then think of all the other stuff Revoltech makes. Besides that, like, you know, like this Woody figure and the cartoon stuff, like Zootopia. Hey, Mike, I appreciate that. Yes, smash the like button. Yes, appreciate it. So, yes, Amazing Yamaguchi versus Revoltech. Let's see what we got. I'm putting the poll up in the live stream now. Amazing Yamaguchi versus Revoltech. So, here we go. Vote for your favorite. Which do you like more? I know what I would choose here. I actually don't have any Revoltech figures that aren't Yamaguchi. I've got a bunch of Yamaguchi figures, but I don't have any just plain old, just straight up Revoltech. So, to be honest, they could be amazing. They probably are. But Lewis, thanks for smashing the like button. Thank you. Live Action Toy says, I don't know most of these brands. Just keep voting for the underdog. All right. I admire that, and I appreciate that you're still voting. Hopefully this is introducing you to some new brands that you didn't know before. So that's awesome. Acrylic says Amazing Yamaguchi made the Iron Spider in Arkham Knight, which is my dream figures. Ooh, this is close. Amazing Yamaguchi is at 47, and Revoltech is at 54. Jacob says I've been liking the stream since I first joined. That's awesome. Honestly, that's the first thing. I watch a lot of YouTube too. I use YouTube like all day long. First thing I do every time I open a video is like it, because I know the feeling. It helps a lot just putting on a like. Rod AZ, thanks for being here. Says love your content. Whew, thanks man. Revoltech seems to be winning here. We got 57% to 43%. Yeah, it seems like they're gonna be taking it away. I'm surprised actually, because I'm so much. Maybe it's just me, but I'm just so much more familiar with the Yamaguchi figures. Like I can't even think of other Revoltech figures. I can't even think of others. Electron says this is such a gaming stream. I mean, there's games involved. This tournament is kind of a game. Thanks, Ben. You're the man. And Toys Are Life. How's it going? Anyone who's just joining, make sure you get your vote in. See which one you like more. Click on the little blue thing in the live chat. So, the 2-minute mark has ended, and so it looks like Amazing Yamaguchi is taking the loss against Revoltech. They're taking the L here against Revoltech. I mean, it makes sense. They're the mother company. So, Amazing Yamaguchi, you are gone. All right, let's update the bracket here for Revoltech. All right, and now we're gonna have the 1/6 scale versus here, and after this it'll be the last 6 scale brand. All right, so I had this whole long list of all these images that I have, and I keep deleting them when somebody loses, and the list is slowly getting smaller. It's so small now. So we have Hot Toys versus Sideshow. So for the longest time, I thought they were like the same brand, and I thought Hot Toys was made by Sideshow, but they're not. It's not how it is. So, Electron says Hot Toys is gonna smoke them. Yeah, I think you're right, but we will see. So we got Hot Toys versus, I almost typed in versus, which I don't need to do that, versus Sideshow. Which do you like more? I don't have a whole lot of Sideshow. I have a Darth Maul Sideshow, and she has a C-3PO Sideshow, which is pretty cool. That's pretty much it. For me, I think it's easy. Snapface says 78 likes so far. Yeah, that's crazy. Actually, that's a lot of likes for these streams that I do. That's a lot. Ooh, Hot Toys is you're right. Hot Toys is smoking it. They're smoking Sideshow right now. Jacob W says, oh, sorry, Jacob's responding to Chad. But Toys Are Life says, I was the first vote. I'm pretty sure. Well, thanks. Thanks for being so quick with that. But yeah, Hot Toys are just so awesome. And you know, this Mando Hot Toy that's right here, I'm actually really mad because I have one of the other Mandalorian Hot Toys, and they do have a different chrome finish on this Mando, which looks so much better than the one I have. It's really chrome. And I wish I had that one. So I'm really disappointed that this one just looks so much better than the one I have. Ooh, R3 makes a good point. Says if Sideshow continued to make figures like the Mythos Obi-Wan or the Mythos Boba Fett, they'd have more of a chance. Yeah, I'm just kind of surprised. They should do more of those. They're really cool figures, really just cool ideas. But they are doing some cool stuff like those the Clone Wars animated figures. Those are really cool. So yeah, here we go. I'm just waiting for the 2-minute mark at this point. Hot Toys has got it. You know. Chad says, what was the theme for the brand stream? That is the theme. Brand. You got it. You said it. That's the theme. But Chad, if you head over to the community tab on the YouTube channel, you have to scroll down a little bit. There's some information about the brand stream. Or if you just go to the last Toy Photographer Reacts stream, which was the redo stream, just go to the very end of that video and I talk all about the next theme. So, all right, that's it. Hot Toys wins. That was easy. That was an easy one. So Sideshow, you are out. And now we are moving on to the semi. Is it the semifinals? This is the semi-final. I don't really know. So Hot Toys. All right. Whew, this next one is gonna be probably the toughest one. I gotta stop doing that. All right. Are you guys ready for this one? There's gonna be some tears and people having to choose things. Choose one. So we've got Hasbro versus NECA. Oh man. Hasbro versus NECA. This is tough. Which one do you choose, babe? She's going with Hasbro. Yeah. Yep. Alright, so I'm gonna put the poll in there. Starting the poll. Which is your favorite? Which do you like more? Do you like Hasbro? Is Hasbro gonna win this whole thing? Versus NECA. Ooh. Anale is saying NECA easy. Is it gonna be that close? Is NECA gonna win? So far, Hasbro is winning by a lot. 75%. Jacob says it's like choosing between children. Oh, NECA's coming back. 32% to 68%. Acrylic says, I just got like 8 Spider-Man figures from Hasbro. This isn't a question. Yeah, there you go. Ben says, I hit Hasbro. And Alice taking it back, saying, never mind. Hasbro was killing it. Yeah, I kind of thought Hasbro was gonna. Hasbro is tough. They've just got so many, and just the Black Series and the Marvel Legends. I mean, Star Wars and Hasbro, Star Wars and Marvel are probably the 2 biggest intellectual properties with action figures in general, and Hasbro's got both of those huge with Marvel Legends and Star Wars Black Series. You know, it's just tough to beat. So right now Hasbro has 67%, NECA has 33%. So I actually thought it was going to be closer. I thought it would be more in the 50, 40s and stuff. Stubb says NECA just looks better. Electron says Hasbro's new Optimus Prime. The Christmas Optimus Prime? I didn't see that. That's cool. Yeah, looks like Hasbro's taking it, guys. I didn't realize it was going to be this close. Yeah, Hasbro's taking it. Path Reek is making a prediction saying the final outcome is going to be Hasbro versus Hot Toys. Maybe. That's true. No Chewing throws in a good one. It says, it depends on what you like. NECA has better sculpting, but Hasbro figures have better articulation. It's true. Yeah, I would agree. So the 2-minute mark is up. And Hasbro wins. Linda says, I voted Hasbro because of the Black Series, but I like the feel of NECA. Yeah. Wouldn't it be cool to see what NECA would do with Star Wars? That'd be pretty cool. Or what would Hasbro do with horror figures? You know, it's kind of interesting to think about. I would love to see some NECA Star Wars. That'd be really cool. Can you imagine a NECA made Darth Maul? Ooh, that sounds cool. Jacob W says, you fought well, NECA, but NECA, you are gone. You did great. You won valiantly. Is that even a word, valiantly? I don't know, but they fought valiantly. So let's update the thing. And so So okay, this next round is the semifinal. So Hasbro is making it to the semifinals. All right, hey Venom, you want to come here, buddy? Come here. Do you want to come up? All right. Okay, so Hasbro has won, and so now we're moving on to a thing. I don't think this is gonna be a close one. We have Diamond Select versus Tamashii Nations. I think this one's gonna be easy, but Toy Story says if you ain't first, you're last. Yes, Talladega Nights. All right, starting the poll. I think this is gonna be an easy one, but I could be wrong. So we have Tamashii Nations versus Diamond Select. Okay. Here we go. It is up. Yeah. Jacob is saying, like, come on, folks. And remember, when you're voting here, don't vote for which is a better figure. Because if you're going to vote for that, then Hot Toys is going to win. But Hot Toys is also 10 times more expensive than a lot of these figures. So, like, 10 to 20 times more expensive. So, just vote for what you like the most. Like, if you like Diamond Select figures because they're cheap and they're awesome and they're good, but you don't like Hot Toys so much because it's too expensive, that's fine. That's totally a great argument, you know? So, Tamashii Nations is a lot more expensive than Diamond Select. If you don't like Tamashii SH Figure Arts because it's just too much money, why are you gonna pay that much? Diamond Select's cheap. That's great. Just pick whatever is your favorite. Don't pick whatever you think is a better figure. Even though I'm saying which is better. Just pick what you like the most. That's the whole point of this, is what's your favorite. We're picking our favorites here. Don't think about what's worth more money, what's better, just what you like. Just pick what you like. But for me, I would easily choose Tamashii. And actually, Tamashii Nation seems to be winning right now with 76%. Diamond Select has 24%. Rod AZ says Diamond Select is kind of like Hasbro. I would agree. They're definitely a lot more on the same lines than Tamashii Nations is. R3 says there are Hasbro figures that rival Hot Toys, such as Black Series K2SO. Another consideration for Hasbro versus Hot Toys is with the decent lighting and some editing, they can look the same. You're right. Electron says, "Hey Sirdork, are you gonna get the AT-RT with the Arc Trooper?" I have seen him, but I'm not gonna get it. That's a big price point. That AT-RT is a lot of money, but oh, that would be cool to have. Whew, that'd be so cool. Toys R Life says, I have a Diamond Select Darth Maul, and it's my favorite Star Wars figure. That's awesome. I've seen him, and he looks pretty good. I remember seeing him in photos, and I was like, ooh, I don't know about that. But I've seen him in person, and thought he looked a little bit good. A little bit better than I thought. A little bit good. That's what happens when you talk on a live stream for multiple hours straight. You just start blabbering, and it's just... it happens, which is okay. And okay, the 2-minute mark has hit, and Tamashii Nations wins with 77% versus Diamond Select at 23%. Hey, you know what, Diamond Select, you did good. 23%. I think you did pretty good. I'm surprised. I thought Tamashii would have won by a lot higher of a number. So, Diamond Select, you are out of here, my friend. Thank you for your hard work. Alright, so let's update the bracket now with Tamashii over here. Ooh, we're gonna have Tamashii versus Hasbro in the semifinals. That's gonna be crazy. Whew, ooh, okay. Oh, I gotta change this. Tamashii Nations. Okay, so we're moving over to this side over here. So we are going back here. And so now we have Bandai versus... Ooh, hang on a sec. I think I messed something up. Yes, I did. I accidentally got rid of something. I need to get it back. Hang on a sec. It's going to take Bandai versus... supposed to be Bandai versus Mafex. And I accidentally deleted it from my stream. So I just got to add it again really quickly. Just bear with me 1 second. It's going to be here in just a sec. And here it is. There it is. Let me move it in the right place. There we go. Bandai versus Mafex, and we're gonna put it right there. All right, right. I didn't screw that up, right? It's supposed to be. If we go back over here, it is Bandai versus Mafex. Mafex beat Mezco. Okay, that would be really bad if I screwed everything up. Okay, we're here. We're good. So yes, right now we are at Bandai versus Mafex. And remember, if you're thinking of Bandai, we're specifically thinking about this $20 style figure line with these like Naruto, these anime figures, like the Dragon Star line for their Dragon Ball figures. Collector Nightly, you have a really great question, but if you want to send that over to me like through like Twitter DM or through email or on my website, I'll happily answer, or maybe just later on in the stream I'll stick around and talk some more. But here we go. Bandai versus Mafex. Let me put in so which toy do you like more? We got Bandai versus Mafex. I know what I would choose in this question, but we're not sure. I'm not sure, that there's a lot of different reasons why anyone would want either. Hey, Val, how's it going? Ooh, Mafex seems to be coming over with the win here. So far. No Chewing says Mafex for sure. Big Troy says Mafex. Collector Nightly says Mafex. And Jacob says, I'm not really a fan of how Bandai's animated Heroes line. It just looks really eh. Yeah, and that's the Naruto ones here, the anime heroes. Yeah, they're definitely made cheaper to be cheaper. They're made to be, an affordable cheaper, so they're not gonna look as good as a lot of them. But you know what? McFarlane and Hasbro make them for that cheap too, so they've managed to do it. And Electron, Bandai is smoking like bacon on a grill. Yeah, Mafex is winning this one. Yep, Mafex seems to be doing it. I mean, it's not a super totally landslide like some of the other ones have been. Bandai's at 33%, Mafex is at 67%. So yeah, and you know what? Acrylic is over here saying, I love the Anime Heroes line. Go for Bandai. That's awesome. It's all about which one you like more. All these are subjective. Hey, F-16 Squadron, thanks for coming on in here. Appreciate it. Wow, there's 81 likes. That's so cool. Thank you guys so much for liking the thing. Oh, and Toys R Life says, did McFarlane get booted? Yes, McFarlane did get booted. Hasbro beat it. Yeah, I know. All right, so we're coming to the end here. Mafex has got it with 67%. And, yeah. I am going to change something here on my side, because I had to fix the Mafex thing, and there we go, we're good. And the 2 minutes is up. Mafex wins 67 versus 33%. Yeah, no surprise. So we're going to remove Bandai. See you later. Mafex is the winner. Good job, Mafex. Mr. Ed said, who would vote for Bandai? He's lying. You know what? A lot of people did. 33%. That's a lot. That's a lot of people. So, all right. Let's move back over here. And so, Mafex is the winner. All right. So, this is the last one of this round. We have got Revoltech versus Hot Toys. To me, this is easy, but, I don't think this could be close. So here we go. I'm putting the poll right now. So which toy brand? I'm going to change this. Which toy brand do you like better? I'm going to change that. I like that more than what I've been putting. Okay, so Hot Toys versus Revoltech. To be honest, I'm actually surprised Revoltech has made it this far. They're great, but it's just they're never the first brand of what I think of with any of this stuff. You know, like they're I think of so many other brands first before I think of Revoltech. What? It's not that far off. Revoltech's got 36%. Hot Toys has 64%. But some people might not be into Hot Toys. It's like I don't like the 1/6 scale. It's bigger. I like them smaller. Hot Toys is too expensive. I get all that. Oh, Jacob W says Revoltech's Pooh Bear is so cute. Yes, I have seen him. He's adorable. He's adorable. This is closer than I thought. 62 to 38%. Pothreek says my vote goes to Revoltech. Hot Toys is too expensive for a toy collection. I mean, when you're trying to be smart with your money, yeah, it's too expensive. But I mean, you get what you pay for. It's certainly worth every penny, in my opinion. Anti-Venom says, I don't know. I don't have either of those. Well, just by the picture, what do you think is cooler? Or which from what you've seen, what do you think is cool? Toy Story says, I voted for Revoltech solely based on price. And to be honest, the price difference isn't that massive. Because some of these Revoltech figures can be over $100, or around there. But Hot Toys is still double that, and Hot Toys is like, in my opinion, like the closest thing to having an actual, it's the closest thing to having a real Mandalorian there with you. It's just like you're really holding him shrunk down. It's really special. Chad Green says, do you have the Black series? Mandalorian scrap armor? I have the first Black series Mando. That's the only one I have. The very first one. That's it. I use my Figuarts one more. Whew, this is tough. Black Family says, no, they didn't. That was another brand. For which one? I don't know which one you're talking about. But, alright, 2 minutes is up, and Hot Toys wins at 65 to 35%. I thought Hot Toys would have won more than that. So, alright. We are in the semifinals. There's only 4 brands left, you guys. Only 4 brands left. So let's take a look at the bracket over here. So we've got and to be honest, these are probably my favorite 4 brands on here. So we've got Hasbro, Tamashii Nations, Mafex / Medicom. I do want to make sure that's on here because Medicom does do more than just Mafex and Hot Toys. So these are my 4 favorite brands. Actually, that's kind of interesting how that happened. I thought Mezco was going to be on here. I thought Mythic Legions would have came on here. I'm surprised that they're not. So, all right. First, in the semifinals, we have Hasbro versus Tamashii Nations. I don't know who's going to win this. I don't know. All right. Whew. Let's see what's going to happen. I'm going to put the poll up right now. We've got, which toy brand do you like better? Hasbro or Tamashii Nations? All right, here we go. I know what I would choose in this. If I were choosing, I would be like quality over quantity and get less figures but more quality. That's what I would do. Oh, wow, this is not close. It seems to be very one-sided so far. Oh, it's changing though. Oh, it is changing. Okay, it started out Hasbro strong, but Hasbro is winning, 61 to 39%. Oh, it's getting closer. Tamashii Nations is getting closer, 59 to 41%. Whew. Black Family says, my New Year's resolution, does anyone do these anymore, is to work on my toy photography skills. You've been an inspiration all the way. Thank you so much, Black Family. That's really amazing. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much for watching the videos and for being here right now. Hasbro is winning 60-40 right now. Louis says, this is a toughie, no cap. Mike says, okay, out the live stream, Sirdork. Have a great night. Oh, and the rest of you have fun voting. Thanks, Mike. Thanks a lot. Whew. Yeah, Looks like Hasbro is taking it away. It's 59-41 right now. Tamashii Nations could make a comeback. Jacob says, my resolution is watch a new horror film every month. That's cool. Louis says, come on, Tamashii. This is tough. If it were me, I'd be voting for Tamashii. I love Hasbro. And this would have been different probably a few years ago, but I've definitely been buying less figures lately, and buying less quantity, but buying things that are a little more quality, like Tamashii stuff. And that's what I would probably choose. But I mean, I love Hasbro. I love Hasbro. Black Family says, I have a lot of Hasbro and it's made good photos so far. My favorite is Darth Vader or General Grievous. The arms are annoying though. Alright, the 2-minute mark is up and Hasbro is taking the win here against Tamashii Nations. 59% to 40%. That's crazy. Alright, well, Tamashii Nations, you are gone. You know what's also crazy? We had Lego on here a while ago, and Lego has been out for a while. That's crazy. I can't believe Lego lost. All right. So let's update the bracket. And Hasbro is going to the finals here. Whew. All right. So the last semifinal is Mafex versus Hot Toys. Medicom / Mafex versus Hot Toys. So Medicom does a lot more. Hey, OG Heda, aka Diarrhea, where's the love for the Classified? Classified is included under Hasbro. Right, the G.I. Joe, right? That's all included under Hasbro. So I tried my best to do these with just brands and not lines, even though I had to change a little bit. So like Mafex includes Medicom, stuff like that, Hot Toys. So all right. Let's put the poll up here. Start the poll. So we've got which figure brand, toy brand do you like better? Hot Toys or Mafex? This would be tough for me. I think I know what I would go with. So here we go. It is up there. Whew. So I'm curious. Ooh, right now it's 50-50. 50-50 so far with 16 votes. Oh, Mafex was winning, but now Hot Toys is winning. Oh, who's gonna win? Silver Moon says, I'll go with Hot Toys on this one. They look so cool, but they're expensive. Yeah. Man, this is crazy. Wow, it's like neck and neck. If it were me, I would probably choose Mafex. I love Hot Toys, but I like to shoot small, this 1/12 scale more. So, and I love what Mafex does, and I would end up choosing Mafex for sure. Ooh, Hot Toys is ahead now. Mafex was ahead before. Oh, Hot Toys is coming up. It's at 60-40 now. It's a pretty decent lead. Whew. RJ Sub says, if it costs that much, is it really a toy? I mean, it is technically Hot Toy, so it is a toy, but it's more than a toy. You know. No Chewing says, Jared, do you bend and pose your Hot Toys? Definitely. Not a whole lot. I mean, I'll go and change their poses on the shelf a whole lot, but I don't end up shooting them so much, so I don't end up posing them so often, but I usually put them in a cool pose, put them on the shelf, go back and change it later. Val says, Hot Toys always do extremely good work, though they are not a brand I'd buy a lot from. Yeah, I mean, you gotta have a lot of money to buy a lot of Hot Toys. And Ben says, I support you and Harley too because you guys are awesome, because that means to me that Harley and make me feel so special and amazing. Ben, you are special and amazing, so I thank you so much, and you're always the man. You are the man. All right, the 2-minute mark. Wow, Mafex was winning for a while, but Hot Toys wins with 60-40. That 60-59, or sorry, 40-59. And Liam says, how many Hot Toys do you have? Maybe around 10 or 12 or so. All right, so Mafex is out. Well, for a second I thought Mafex was gonna win. I did. So we're on the final round here. So let's go to the bracket, and we're gonna put Hot Toys. And so, wow, Hasbro and Hot Toys. This is the final round, you guys. Final round. Oh, are you guys ready for this? Are you ready? Are you guys ready for the final countdown? The final round here. Get your votes ready. Get your finger ready on your mouse or your phone or your tablet, whatever the heck you're watching on. Get your thing ready. Hard. I know you've already smashed the like button, but ready to smash this vote button harder. So we've got Hasbro versus Hot Toys, which is I'm not surprised by this final round here. I'm not surprised. Okay, so here we go. I'm putting the poll up right now. So I think I know who's gonna win. Hasbro, Hot Toys. Here we go. The poll is up there. George M says, "Let's go! Final battle." Here we go. Patrick says, "We love toys, but Hot Toys is so expensive, and we can't even play it with our hands. Have to display it for my 2 cents." Yeah, yep. Ooh, man, this seems to be a landslide. Right now, Hasbro is up 77 to 23%. Yeah. Ben says, "Go Hasbro, go." Black Flame says, "Hasbro has been there for me all the way through." Yep. Patrick Adventure says, "We love toys, but..." Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know, man. Yeah, this is easy. Chad Green says, "Doom music intensifies." Intensifies. Wow. And you know what I'm going to do? Actually, I'm going to make this even more epic. I'm going to make this epic. So we're going to... this is what we're going to do. We're going to pause the stream music, and we're going to put in some new epic music. Okay, here we go. I can't hear the music when it doesn't play it, so I can't hear it. So I'm assuming it's feeling very epic. Yeah, here we go. Are you all right? It's almost time. The 2-minute mark is almost here. Who's gonna win? We know who's gonna win. Who's gonna win? Is it gonna be Hasbro, or is it gonna be Hot Toys? Which is it gonna be? All right, we're almost at 1 minute. We got 48 votes. If you're here watching, put in your vote for the final thing. The music's too quiet. All right, let's turn it up a little bit. Yeah, here we go. And the winner of the final round of the best toy photography thing on the Sirdork Live thing is Hasbro. Wins the whole round. Hasbro wins. The winner is Hasbro. Let's get my face out of the way here. Congratulations to Hasbro. Everyone, give Hasbro a round of applause. Everybody throw in the chat, give a little clap. Hot Toys, everybody else, you did great. Big clap for Hasbro. Good job, Hasbro. Here's an example. Good job, Hasbro. Good job. Sorry, this is the first one I grabbed. And the winner, RJ Sub says, it's rigged. Yes, glory for Hasbro. Good job. Good job, Hasbro. Thank you guys so much for being on here during this. This is awesome. Thank you guys. Like, this is so much fun. All right. So, back over here. That was so much fun. That was really awesome. That 2.5 hours went by so incredibly fast. That was so fast. That was so much fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I had a blast. If you enjoyed it, let me know. I would love to know if you enjoyed it. That was so fun. And I would love to know if you have any other ideas for tournaments like this. It can be about toys, it can be about figures, it can be a toy photography. Just stuff that we can all relate to. I think that would be really cool. Let me know. Leave it in some comments in the actual video. I'd love to. Yeah, Django Fett says that was fun. Do something similar again. I definitely will. So yeah, that was awesome. Good job, Hasbro. I kind of thought Hasbro was gonna win. They're just everybody can relate, you know. Toy Story says, Hasbro, give Jared some Hasbro stock for all this free advertisement. Yeah, that'd be great. Alright, well, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys. And you know what, I'll stick around. I want to stick around for a little bit more. If anyone has any just questions, I would love to just talk for a little bit. Throw me some questions just for a little bit. I would love to do it. So I'll just open up the start Q&A. Ask me anything. So just throw in a question. I would love to talk for a little bit, and then I'll close it after a while. Just because I don't feel like going anywhere yet, even though I gotta make my dinner soon. I'm pretty hungry. Oh, I hate how I have to have two separate things for the live chat and for the questions. It puts it in two separate things, so I can't really see it. So I'm gonna pull it up on my phone really quick. Frank, thank you, man. Liam, have a great night. Electron says, what are those figures on the wall behind you? These are all Black Series. There's a couple vintage collection too, but they're all different Black Series figures. So, all right, I'm gonna head over to the questions. See if there's anything in there. All right. Hang on a sec. Sorry, I'm opening up my phone so I can have the live chat here, right next to. Hang on. Whoa. All right. So, first question is from Jacob. Says, "What's my favorite action figure brand?" Well, oh yeah, I can actually. So, my favorite would either be Tamashii Nations, Hasbro, or Mafex. I probably would say Tamashii Nations at this point. I love figure arts and I love getting more quality stuff than quantity at this point. I'd rather save my money, get a more expensive figure, than get something cheaper. Liam says, "What's a rough number of toys that you have?" I would say, I don't know, close to 500. That might be an overestimation, but yeah, maybe around 300 or so. Ooh, okay, you guys are throwing these questions in. All right. So next is from Chad. So what is your most recommended figure that's not too expensive? Honestly, I would recommend Hasbro and McFarlane stuff, just because you can go right to the store, get them for around $20 or so. Oh my gosh, you guys are throwing in these questions real quick. All right, so I wonder if I can turn it off at one point so I just want to make sure I miss anybody. All right, Live Action Toy says, "What's the worst experience taking a photo?" Worst experience? Well, probably on a time where I've like damaged a photo or damaged a figure, which doesn't happen too often. So there's a video that I did a while back about a time where I burned this Boba Fett figure by accident, but I ended up being good in the end. So it's called Boba Fett's Revenge. Head over to the way back into the channel, you'll find it. It's pretty fun. Next is from Blake Lee Johnson. Says, "Wasn't there a giveaway?" I did mention a giveaway. So I'm going to do a giveaway very soon, because I just reached 40,000 on the channel, which is amazing. Thank you guys so much. And so I have something that I ordered that I'm going to do a giveaway for. I don't have it yet, and so when I do, I'll get the giveaway ready and you'll know all about it, trust me. And anybody can win it as long as you're, watching live. Yeah, it's going to be great. Electron says, What's your favorite Star Wars figure in your collection? My SH Figure Arts Beskar Mandalorian. Definitely number one. I use him. If you were to go and scroll through my photos, you would see a pattern of that figure for sure. Ben says, how long did you collect Black Series or Marvel or Dragon Ball Z? I mean, I've been collecting a lot of them. I don't have as many Marvel, but I mean, I'm always going to be Star Wars number one for sure. You know, always. Wow, I'm falling way behind. Holy crap. Next is from Toy Stories. Says, dude, how would you suggest I get some more exposure on Instagram? I was doing good. Now it seems the hashtag dilemma is back and I have zero traction on my photos. You might not like the answer, but it's do more Instagram Reels. Watch a bunch of TikToks and Instagram Reels and kind of get an idea of how the videos and what kind of videos do better with sounds and how quick the videos are. Do those, because that is what the priority for Instagram is short content, short video content. Do your best with those. I know you don't want to hear it, but that's the way to do it. Really, and I made a video about how to make the best reels, in my opinion. I know it's because we're photographers, not videographers necessarily. So that's my best. If you post reels, quick reels, engaging reels right from the first second of your video, that's gonna get you the most exposure to new people, because that's the way the Reels algorithm works. Is they'll put videos out to new people you don't follow already. So Reels, I'm telling you. And when you make a reel, put it on TikTok. There's more exposure there. Put the same video over here. You know. Okay. Next is from Anti-Venom. Says, can you please do Transformers toy photography? I did do a Transformers toy photography video once. I don't really have any Transformers figures, so all the figures I used in that video are all I have, and I'm not really a huge Transformer fan, so I probably won't do a whole lot more Transformers stuff, but you never know, maybe. But I did do a whole video on Transformers. It's under the Toy Photography Fandoms video. Sorry, Toy Photography Fandoms playlist on the channel. Next is from... whoa, hang on, I'm scrolling way too far here. Wow. I'm falling so far behind. Frank says, do you have a favorite toy? Right back to that Mandalorian, SH Figure Arts. That's definitely my favorite. That's, I use him so much. And L says, what's the oldest figure in your collection? I don't know. I have a few of the Street Sharks from the 90s. That's one of the ones I still had. Those are ones I had from the 90s too. Probably would be those. I don't have a whole lot of old figures. Mostly new ones. Acrylic has... This is an easy answer for me. He says Marvel or DC. I'm always going to say DC forever. I love Marvel, but I love the DC characters. I mean, Superman's my everything for heroes, you know. Black Family says, what's your favorite movie genre? Example, Star Wars or Marvel. Oh, like favorite movie franchise? It would either be, well, what was the DCEU, which I really love those movies, but Star Wars is number one. Always. It's going to be number one. Forever and ever. I mean, who knows? But, yeah. Sorry I'm going through these questions quick. I just want to make sure I get to everybody's. You guys are throwing in such great questions. Toys R Life says, you should do a poll like that to see which one of your photos is the best one. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Like a tournament with my own photos. That would be cool to see which one's the best. But that just feels super self-centered and conceited. Like, which one? Everyone pick my best photo. I wouldn't want to do that. But that would be fun to see what would happen there. Rod AZ asks a pretty reasonable question. Just says, when do you take pics? I mean, whenever I can. Usually, for me, it's like right after work. For me, which is around 5 p.m. And usually that's great timing, but in the winter, it's dark at 5 p.m., which sucks. So, you usually gotta wait for the weekends. No chewing! No Chewing says, what's your favorite toy of 2022 and what's your most anticipated of 2023? Actually, No Chewing, I just did a whole video. I did my top 5 figures of the year. And my number 1 was the Tamashii Nations movie realization Mando and Boba Fett. Or Mando and Grogu. Definitely my number 1. But yeah, I did a whole video on my top 5 figures of the year. And my most anticipated of 2023, I'm going to have to look at my pre-orders to see what I've got. I don't even know. I don't know. I'm really looking forward to that black suit Superman Mafex. I'm really looking forward to that. So that's probably number 1. I'm going to have to look at my pre-orders. I don't even know what I've got. Stubbs says... And will we get another photography tournament again? Last one was a lot of fun. Yes, definitely. I really want to do that again. That was so much fun, and I would love to get Siva on again. I'm sure he would love to do it again. Yes, definitely. Gotta do that. That one just takes a lot of prep. It takes hours to get all those things ready and choosing everything. That's the only reason I haven't done it yet. But yeah, I really want to do that one again. Oh, Val, cool question. Valkatis says, what's the best local toy shop that you visited? Local, I mean, I probably get most of my figures at like GameStop and Target, but I have a couple great ones near me. There's this place called Heroes Hideout that's really good. They've got a bunch of local ones, a bunch of figures there. There's a few great comic book shops. This place called Earthworld that I really like. I do get a lot of my figures at conventions. There's another great place called Toying Around near me. But that's probably it. There's not a whole lot of just local toy ones, but I do have a lot of good luck at, Target and stuff like that. Chad says, wow, I'm totally falling behind. Okay. I'm gonna just try my best to get through all the questions that are in here. I'm so happy you guys are submitting the questions. But if you've already put one in, I guess just keep it to the one. I'm just gonna try to get through, make sure I get to everybody's. Thank you guys for putting in so many questions. Chad says, are you ever gonna get an X-Men Deadpool suit from Hasbro? Probably not. I'm not a huge Marvel reader, so I've never read a comic with the blue. That's the blue suit, right? The X-Men suit from Deadpool. So I'll probably just stick to the more basic, normal Deadpool figure. Collector 90 says, how do you keep your figures clean? I see that you shoot photos in messy areas like mud, rivers, and I want to shoot with my hot toys, but I don't want to mess them up. So whenever I'm shooting in those like dirty areas, I'm not using my hot toys. I do shoot with my hot toys, but I make sure they're in a very safe, clean environment. But the other ones I do shoot with the messy, with the watery, dirty stuff, I just rinse them off afterwards. So I would be a lot more careful with your hot toys, especially ones with soft goods, because the cloth and stuff is a lot harder to maintain and clean, for sure. Next is from Blakely Johnson. Says, what's the most popular photo that you've ever posted and sold? That's a cool question. If you remember, I took a picture of my cat Toxin, and he was swatting at some stormtroopers on the ground. That was the first time I had ever gotten a photo to get over 10,000 likes, which is really cool. And I was like, wow, 10,000. I've had a few videos on TikTok get like over millions of views. So I don't know if that counts, but definitely that Toxin one. But sold, I haven't, to be honest, I don't sell a whole lot of my stuff, but at cons and stuff, I have sold out of a couple of my photos before. There's an old Boba Fett one I've sold out of before, which is really cool. Next is from OG Hedda, aka Digital Diarrhea. I want to make sure you saw too, OG Hedda. I did your shout out earlier in the stream. Says, do you ever mix brands when shooting? I almost always do. I always mix brands. I have an idea in my head, and I just mix up whatever I gotta mix up to get the idea in the photo. So definitely, I love mixing them up. It's not always so great though if you're trying to get noticed by companies, because they don't really like when you mix stuff. So if you're trying to get noticed by Hasbro, just put Hasbro stuff in your pictures. But if you're trying to get noticed by Hasbro, don't put a Hasbro photo or Hasbro figure and a Mafex figure and a Jazzwares in one photo, because Hasbro's gonna be like, I don't like those other brands, you know. That's a cool question though. And okay, so Liam says, I have a McFarlane Batman and I can't really find anywhere to take a photo. Any suggestions? Yeah, sometimes it's tough for Batman because you can't really just go out in the forest with Batman. I would suggest going out like on the sidewalk, or like if you have like a town kind of area, try doing that. Or just going out on the sidewalk or your driveway and putting some lights around, like if you have any little lights, like flashlights or something, doing that like outside. Try that, or maybe buy like a brick wall or something. That's what I would try. Just think about where Batman would fit the most. You know, okay, Batman, city, stuff like that. That's what I usually do. Mile High Plastic Guide says, who is the next member spotlight? Maybe a repeat question. My question has timed out. Actually, so one of the newer things I'm doing with the membership on the channel is I'm doing a weekly member. So I do a quick shout out on the YouTube channel and stuff of a member, next person. So I'm going in the order so if I look at my YouTube list here, I'm going in the order of when someone joined. So it would be the next person on the list. I'm not sure exactly in my head who is on that list, but it goes in that kind of order. So yeah. All right, Acrylic says, who's your favorite superhero or villain? It's Superman, always and forever. I love Superman. Every time I have a tough decision in my head that I'm doing in life or whatever, I just think, what would Superman do in this situation? And it helps guide me to do the right thing, I hope, because Superman's always doing the right thing. Electron says, do you plan to pick up the Bad Batch figures when they drop? I do have the Black Series ones already. Have they done the new armor yet with the yellow? But I do have Crosshair and I have everybody. I don't have Omega though. I don't know if I'll pick up Omega. But if they put out new ones with the yellow on the armor and the other paint and stuff, I probably will skip them just because the ones I have are pretty good. So yeah. Next is from all right, if you, oh my gosh, okay, so and what I'm so blown away with how many questions you guys have sent in. If you've already sent one in, I'll probably just go to someone that I haven't answered yet. Well, Stephanie Gleason says, how do I do Endor? Honestly, you could do any kind of foresty area with Endor. Just put some sticks in the ground. Stick them in the ground, do the stick trick, and the sticks will look like trees, and then you got the closest thing you got to Endor. That's what I would do. Yeah. Toys R Life says, have you seen Lightyear, and do you like it? I get lots of hate, but I feel like it doesn't deserve any of it. I haven't seen Lightyear, actually. I don't have a whole lot of interest in seeing it. I'm not a huge Disney and Pixar fan. Not that I don't like them, I just don't. It's not a huge thing I'm into, but I thought it looks really cool. I thought it looked really cool, but I did hear that it didn't do so well in the box office. So, all right. Next is from Comic Dad. Comic Dad says, do you have any TMNT figures? I don't have any. It's weird. I grew up watching a lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with my brothers and playing Turtles in Time on the Super Nintendo, but I don't feel that nostalgia for them now as an adult. I don't feel that. I just don't have the desire to get any, which is weird. I know, but I don't have any, and I don't plan on really getting any. But you never know. I might get an idea, or I'm like, oh man, Ninja Turtle would be perfect for this photo, and then there I'll do that. Okay, well, everyone who sent in a question, thank you so much. So I can't believe, I was not expecting you guys to throw in so many questions. You guys are so awesome. So, all right, I'm gonna go make myself some dinner, and I hope you guys have an amazing Friday night, an amazing weekend. Thank you so much for sticking with me on the stream and being here. Thank you again for 40,000 subscribers. I'm just blown away by that. I will have a video on Sunday, as always. So, hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much again, as always. Have a great night. See you later. Bye. guys hear him? Can you hear him? There's a cat on my lap. Is anyone still here? The end credit scene? This guy's right here. I thought I would. Do you want to say something, Toxin, into the mic? He's in a good mood right now. If he was in a bad mood, you'd hear him meow. Sorry. Well, thanks for sticking around to the end credit scene. If you decided to stick around, Lawrence Robson is still here. It says 12 people are still here. That's pretty cool. Chad is here. Awesome. And this is Toxin, by the way. He wants to get down. Thanks for sticking around to the whole stream, even to the end of the end credit scene. Come on, you guys are amazing. Oh, all right. Okay, that's all. Have a good night, and see you guys later. See ya.